want?
Shit, I mean, it's up to you, bro. I don't know how much work it takes, so.
Oh, here I can make one real quick.
Those
game shows are so good. Someone made a DLE for one. What do you mean a DLE?
What's a DLE?
I don't know. Like a Wordle variant? Someone made Rule 34. Wait, what?
Is it just that I'm loud, or is there like a really bad
I played that
echo?
on stream. Yeah, that's true.
Say that again, Roger.
Is it just that I'm loud, or is there like a really bad echo?
You're good. You sound good now.
You sound fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Okay.
By the way, check
Yeah,
your
that's fine. So long as the headphones aren't screwing up, I could always just mute when I'm not talking.
check your mic sensitivity because it's just odd the whole time. So it might have changed.
I mean, my mic sensitivity shouldn't have done anything different because it's.
Look, man, there's
same as
something
when I
different
stream.
every time. Just check.
Well, it was so, but the reason it was, I'm checking right now, but the reason why it was different before, I figured out now, which is that the Rode Unify thing had 3 different settings. There's like a recording setting, a stream setting, and a headphone setting. And whenever my game is plugged in to the Rode thing, even if it's not on, it overtakes like my HDMI recording thing and it desyncs all my other stuff. I don't know why it does this, but like it desyncs all of my settings whenever I have a game playing. So normally if I'm coming off of doing a live stream and playing a game, it'll do that. But like I was only doing recording stuff today in OBS, so there shouldn't be any issue. But the problem was that I removed my headphone. I have like a little Bluetooth headphone thing for my headphones. And I removed that because I had to do a new security checkup because I was like logging into a new email. And when I logged into there, it just like screwed everything up. So I don't know why, but if it sounds good now, I'm leaving it. That's fine. I'm not doing anything.
I only say check the sensitivity because your reactive is just on. It's constantly just saying you're talking.
I don't know
your
why
mic
it
is
does
constantly
that
open.
because I'm literally checking it right now.
Just who cares?
I have here. I got it. Is this better? Like, how about? Can you still hear me?
Yes. Yeah, and it's turning off and on. Yeah, it's good now.
Okay, cool. I don't know why it does that, man. It's weird. All right.
So I am here to double check all the random things that we need.
Bum, 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 bum. I just beat Hades. It was really good. Really, really good.
Damn.
Like
I
beat
got
it,
to
beat
Chronos
it. Like rolled
last
credits,
night,
beat it.
and
I found it way
I got my
easier
ass
than
beat.
the first
I did
one.
too. I've also found it way easier, which is I think why I liked it more.
I beat the game, like it took me forever to beat the first game, and I beat this. Like I hit credits in this so fast.
The thing that was really bothering me was that Typhon fight. That Typhon fight, like I
beat the dog shit out of him.
I could not get through it the first time. And then I did what you said, which was to build up the skulls. And as soon as I did that, then I like wiped him. I did like an
That's my
Aphrodite
favorite
build
weapon.
with the skull, and I just completely obliterated him. And then after that, I was totally fine. How many runs did it take you to roll credits?
I don't know. I'd have to check.
Oh yeah,
I
Roger.
beat Typhon on my first encounter with him ever, though.
That's insane to me, considering the health bar literally disappears.
Hey, so Yuri, Roger.
Yes.
If Aaron wants to do Evo Japan first, he's kind of sick from getting back.
Right.
There's Evo
Yeah.
France, sorry. So he wants to do that first.
Yeah, Evo France, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Excuse me.
If you haven't yet, after the show, try to check out I almost said After Hours again. Japan Thai Rest and Relaxation.
Is it doing good?
Yeah, it's now on par with like the After Hours. I'm pretty sure
Nice.
just people didn't know what it was, but as people
Nice.
picked up what it is, it's the views went back up to where it should be.
Nice. Sounds good to me. I'm glad people are liking it.
Oh, also Shofu. I know he's there.
I don't think he's there.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you were going to talk about the linking thing. Yeah, we totally have to do that. Yeah, we for sure have to do that. You just send us the links and we'll do it.
Yeah, basically once it's up, I'll just I will go through and
Do we want to do the ticket stuff after the show as well?
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
yeah. Once the show's actually posted, I'll just send those out before I go to sleep. The Japan time one.
Yeah, because we booked my return flight, but I don't think we booked. Fidel and Aru still have to do their return flights.
Weren't you guys doing that on Sunday?
We were going to do it on Sunday, but then they weren't available. So we're probably just going to do it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I told
in the morning
Fidel
tomorrow.
whenever he does that, book his flight to LA from Canada and tell me how much it is.
I'm live.
You got it.
All right. 3 of us are live as well. It's all good.
I'm live with that new hotness. Shofu, pull up.
What are you playing?
Ghost, I see. But also, I saw you get some achievements in Absalom, bro. This game kind of crazy.
I have some comments about it, but it is pretty cool.
Absalom?
Yeah,
Absalom, yeah.
it
It's
is
a beat 'em up
I
roguelike.
got it for a second. My fault, cat. What
Oh,
you
that sounds kind of cool.
It's made by the Streets of Rage 4 people and the TMNT guys, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you want to see that beat 'em up roguelike I was talking about earlier, Shofu, I'm live with it right now. I'm playing online with my boy. You can play online.
Also, Shofu.
Motherfucking 10 FPS, bruh.
It's at 60 right now.
No, not the game. The fucking animations.
Oh. Well, that's because I have all the hits done on right now. Probably turn that off.
I'm not mad if that's like the style of the game. It looks like there's a what happened there?
There's a new thing on YouTube where you can basically collaborate on the videos
I've
as
seen
normal,
that.
but it will actually, we'll put all. So we want to do that for Japan type. If you're down for that.
What the fuck? What does that even mean?
So essentially, I tested with Roger on the rest and relaxation. So if you look at that video on YouTube, it says like Japan time with Roger's base and has both the channels there. So basically, when the episode would go up, it would have Japan time first, and then it would have like Roger and you.
How many people can you
As,
do
like-
that with?
Up to 4, I think.
Yeah,
and the
something
nice
like
thing is
4.
that the nice thing with it is that like it goes, because I didn't understand what it was at first, but what it does is it basically goes out to our subscribers without sending them an alert. So basically, like if they're on like their main page or something, and they're on their homepage, if they're subscribed to like you and me, or they're subscribed to like you and Japan time or whatever, it'll go to all of those subscribers. And so it's like better for visibility for the episodes. And then it also lets people know that we have this channel, because without us having to like spam our subscription boxes.
Understandable.
Yeah, but it was nice. I set it up for because then I saw a bunch of people were responding in my Discord even saying that they'd seen the rest and relaxation thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool, because I didn't know that it just like sends it off on their homepage without any without any alerts.
Mhm.
And that was good. Yeah.
So basically, once it's uploaded and like scheduled, I'll just get the link. It's gonna be like in the middle of the night, and I'll just send it to both of you. So just check your like DMs whenever you wake up. Actually, you'll both be awake. Think about it. You'll probably be awake since it's gonna be like 2 a.m. EST when the episodes are normally up. But I'll just send it to both of you.
Excuse me, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yawning like crazy, man.
Long day.
Long day, extremely long day.
I learned yesterday that. Wait, no, not yet. What day is it today?
Monday.
Shit.
Monday.
I learned 2 days ago that it's not a good idea to go on a stage where people are drunk and imply that people that like wrestling have mental deficiencies.
Why did you do
I was,
that?
I was doing stand up and I wanted to test a joke and it was not the crowd to do it on.
Did they just heckle you, or how did that go?
Mostly just yelling.
No.
I don't even think that, to be honest. I just think it's funny to say.
Oh, I don't even know if you know, Roger.
What's up?
So Reagan, I mean, probably know she got in touch with me, but she reached out to someone who can do the other pieces.
Oh, for
And
the Falco
I,
thing?
Yeah, and I just been talking with him today.
Oh, perfect.
And he basically said they could do every piece but like the boots within the time we have.
Well, the boot. I mean, you could go to the store and get boots. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think I just get some combat boots.
Yeah, that's real easy. That'll be good.
And you guys still not hear us on the YouTube chat? You should. Nothing's different. You should
Playing
be-
this game.
Oh, jeez, man. Excuse
Watch
me.
it.
Jeez.
We can't hear us. Okay. Okay, there was a period where we just weren't talking for a little bit. That was all. I was making sure I saw what she was saying muted. I was like, wait a minute. Gotta make sure.
Who's
bless
playing
you,
this
Roger.
game? Who's playing this game today?
Which game?
My man
The
Veer
game
went
I'm making.
142 months in a row, bruh.
I did not hear you.
God damn! Shit!
What is that?
Or you got both versions?
I'm about to make a third one. Forever
That evil doesn't even
second
exist
place.
anymore.
Damn, 133. You can't do that right after Veer, bruh. You're just making it look less impressive. Now I'm forced to compare you two. Damn it, man.
Here's what it is.
I don't even know what mine is at. Have a look.
Shit.
I don't even know if I have a Prime available. How do you know if you've spent your Prime already?
No.
Oh, I see. It's under the
Prime
resubscribe
is-
thing. I see. I don't know who else would have gotten one though. Oh, it says available October 20th. Oh yeah. I gave one of mine to Fidel this month because I accidentally spoiled him on Mega Man. Forgot I gave him that. It's my bad.
Guys, a
Sorry.
known spoiler, bruh.
Sorry, man. I spoiled him. Spoiled him bad.
Yeah, bro, you raw texted him. That's crazy.
I honestly didn't know it was a spoiler. I thought it was like a real thing. I don't know.
I mean, it was just a spoiler.
I know, but what I mean is like I didn't know. I thought it was something he would have known about. That's like why I was checking.
Same sort
Speaking
of
of
shit
which,
kind of is happening with Pokemon. Like
Yeah,
people
yeah,
just
please
keep
don't.
DMing me bullshit that I never asked to see.
Oh yeah,
Please don't send me
Pokemon.
that
That's,
either.
hey,
Do not
we'll
send me
we'll
that.
talk about that during the show today. But that is crazy how much is leaking because it's not just this game. It's like everything
It's
for the next
really
like, 5
not,
years.
It's really not crazy considering literally every year for the last decade. This is happening.
No, not-
because
not-
this is completely different because
I was gonna say.
we've only gotten cut content. This is like their entire future outline. But
Oh, you're talking about
that
the shit, the new shit. Yeah, okay. I seen all that shit.
See, because I never mind like Pokemon spoilers because then it's like then you kind of know who you should be catching when you're playing through the game. Like in terms of if it like when people reveal the new Pokemon before the games come out. But with
Yeah.
this, with the stuff with like future games, I'm like I don't want to
Yeah,
see this.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm like that's especially because it's like early development stuff. It's like that's I want to see it when it's done. I don't want to judge it based off of like some weird test demo.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That is the finished game.
But yeah, I don't think so. Maybe I'm sure that's the joke. I'm sure some people would say, but I don't think that's the case.
They are definitely tripping with all that stuff.
I am excited for ZA this week, though. It's gonna be fun.
I keep forgetting it's coming out.
I'm
Thursday.
in the mood for a Pokemon game right now too. Like having just done Hades, I'm like, I want something that's a little chill.
And we haven't played a Pokemon game since the DLC of Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, literally.
was-
That's the last time.
What was that? 2 years ago?
Early 2023, late 2022.
No,
Bold of you
no,
to
no.
assume
I
that
think it was
Yeah.
2 years. It was
DLC
2
of
years
that
ago.
dog
It was 2
shit
years ago.
worthless game was played at all.
I played it.
I
Unfortunately,
think it what? Was it last year?
It was
I'm
2
sorry,
years
bro.
ago.
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
One was like September, and the other one was December 2023.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Twitch has a rule that they don't like seeing YouTube chat on Twitch. It like they mostly don't care, don't enforce it, but then one time they did, so now everyone's playing it safe.
Yo, Mega Scrappy looks fucking sick. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta look at those still.
What the fuck? Just seen some crazy shit. Ugh. Mega Power lame as fuck. What? They got too much information out here, bruh. Alright, I see what you guys are talking about now.
I mean, it's like literally everything. It's like multiple.
I see.
It's multiple
I'm
games
seeing
for
it.
the next few
I'm
years.
seeing
like,
it
I don't
all,
want to see this.
bro. This is insane, bro. What the fuck?
I will say though, one game that was on that list that I saw, I don't know if it was real or not, but I saw this one game, and when I read it out, I'm like, nobody asked for this. I don't want this. I unless they do something really cool with it, I'm like, I have no idea why they would make this game. The other stuff looks cool, but
I'm looking at
one in
this list
particular,
right
I was
now.
like,
Let me see.
very strange.
I only like ever talking about like things we didn't get. I don't like talking about the actual
Stuff that
future
needs to
leaks.
come. Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Like, something cool. I don't know who else here would. It's mostly just me and Adam. I think that would get really excited over this. But originally, and this would make sense with the starters now. The Legends game that they were gonna make was another super ancient in the past Johto game about the rise of trainers. But instead, we got
That sounds
Kalos
amazing.
in
I
one
would
city.
I would have loved that. I absolutely would have loved that.
So we would have gotten like legendary beast lore and ancient Johto stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's not podcastable because I'm not going to talk about this on the podcast.
This is crazy. All right, I'm playing the intro now.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Pause it.
Hey, of course, yeah, of course. Hey, let's go. Hey, what's up? Hey, bro. No, hold on, wait. This is trash. Give me the trash. Yo, my bad. Trash, bro. This angle was terrible. We gotta get this in. It's a momentous occasion. All right, here we go. Right here we go. 3, 2. Say trash like Sanji. Trash like Sanji. Wait, whoa.
Bro almost said that shit.
What happened?
I was saying bro almost said trash like Sanji.
Oh, he did almost say trash like Sanji. What's going on, everybody? Roger's Base here. Hello and welcome to the Japan Time Podcast for Monday, October 13th, 2025. Of course, the other voice you just heard is my co-host, as always, the man with the most, Shofu. What's going on, Shofu? How are you feeling? All right. I also want to give you a big thank you to both you and actually the other person I'm going to introduce next, which is McDareth, because the two of you We're on the inaugural episode of the Rest and Relaxation Roger and Ricky Hotline, which we just recorded last Friday. So thank you for being on there. And
Indeed.
in addition
It
to
was
saying
fun.
thank you to Shofu, like I said, thank you to McDarrett as well.
Yep.
So when's the next one? Like you wrangle Ricky to get another one?
We're maybe quarterly. I think maybe we'll do them quarterly. I don't think we're going to be doing them
You
as
can do
often
them
as we
once
do
a
after
month.
hours of the main show. But I think quarterly seems good. Gives people an opportunity to come up with questions and come up with more problems and have things go wrong in their lives for us to fix. So yeah, it should be good. But I'm down to do it quarterly. Someone else who plays a video game quarterly, we have my man Death to Kronos himself. What's up, Tito? How are you?
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
Now, we're gonna talk about the GOAT, but I'm gonna wait.
We're gonna have a whole.
You hiding forever, Ricky.
I was waiting for him to play that one. You hide it forever.
He is hiding forever. Where he at, bruh?
Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
I don't know where he is, man.
I actually don't know where Ricky is right now. Probably working. Someone else is working right now, though, and actually who I have to give a very special shout out to, someone who's been working for me this past week. We have Coastward. What's up, Coast?
Nintendo gamers, happy Canadian Thanksgiving for all the Canadians out there. You know, gobble gobble. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I don't know, man.
I just wanted to tell the people that you did a great job on the sponsored video I did last week, and you did that quick. You cranked that out in like a day, and it turned out
If
really,
you're
really
out
good.
there,
So.
you need some professional video work done. You know who to hit up.
That's right. You hit up Coast, and
you know
someone
how
else.
much you're going to be paying.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll do double my rate. Whatever do whatever I pay you, have someone else.
Your
pay
rate
you
was
double.
extremely generous, but
I appreciate that. You know, someone else who's extremely generous with his time. We have Viram. What's up, Viram?
I'm fucking dying, bros.
I know. So was this?
Don't tell me you got
because of
sick
Evo
again,
France?
bruh.
Again? It's been a while since I got sick.
You got sick at Evo too, didn't you?
No,
No, I didn't. I was one of the few that didn't.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
sick.
it was
of
you and
Evo.
me that were
McDarrett.
okay.
Why are you sick
Oh
now?
yeah, McDarrett was dying after I forgot about.
Yeah,
that.
I'm sick now.
Damn, bruh.
Well,
Such is
sorry.
the price of the Evo Triple Crown. You know how it is.
I will say though,
Pre-Evo's
One
one.
of them
I'm
got
actually.
you.
Obviously, we want you to get well soon, but I am genuinely happy you're sick right now because it means you won't be sick when we go to Japan.
Yeah, hopefully.
So better you be sick now than
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, that is how it's going to work. You know what? Because someone else who's never sick because he's already dead, he's a Gengar. We have my man Zeph. What's going on, Zeph?
Hi.
I also want to say congratulations. I know you're getting your passport stuff done in time. Things are looking
Congratulations.
good. Yeah, Well, I mean, it's a process.
No.
All right, cool. Well, just don't go around with it. I thought you were a comedian. I thought you were supposed to yes and.
Not
Did they ever
that.
teach you that in comedy school?
No, I know. I'm supposed to yes and everything. I don't know what that was.
Well, why didn't you just yes and? Why didn't you go, yeah, it is a process I went through. Whatever, it's fine, whatever. Clearly, people are on something today, and we have a lot of stuff to discuss. Where do you guys want to start? I guess let's start with Evo France, because I know, Viram, you're not feeling particularly good, and you want to talk about, how Evo France was and things that got announced there. So I'm going to leave it up to you first. What do you want to discuss?
Yeah, Evo France, first Evo in Europe. Really good. It came out really good. In terms of scale, it's more comparable, and in terms of vibe, actually, I would say it's more comparable actually to a Combo Breaker, or it was in terms of its first iteration. Yeah, and I think for the European crowd, it was a real kind of eye opener in terms of how big events could be, because a lot of European FGC folks have never been to an event of that kind of scale before. In terms of stuff that was announced, I'm trying to think in terms of the main stage games. We didn't get any Tokon announcements. I don't think we got anything for Strive. I'd say the big one was we got a new Dragon Ball FighterZ patch of all things.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
What's going on with that? I purposely didn't look stuff up because I figured we'd talk about it.
I saw more accurate Ultra Instinct Goku combos.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. So they dropped the trailer before or after the top 8, announcing a new invitational, a new patch which dropped a couple days ago, and the addition down the line of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Daima version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And the patch, and this has been a kind of a trend with the past few patches for Dragon Ball Fighters, they just kind of make the game more insane. And I don't really know why. I guess, they're just kind of going balls to the
You're
wall with it. Like every
understating it.
character. Yeah, like every character is deranged from
Like
what I've
they've
seen.
turned it into like a 90s like broken tag arcade game. Like
Yeah.
Just have like
every
touch of
stray
magic.
hit leads to some fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm quite curious because I haven't seen it like
But it's cool. I like that. Like no games take that direction anymore because everything has to be hyper esports.
I haven't seen the game in like properly played. I've just seen obviously Twitter clips, and Twitter clips take things out of context, but I'm kind of curious to see like what like UI Goku especially is going to be doing, because my
Yeah,
guy is
especially
doing
because
crazy
like
shit.
all the people on Twitter always do like 7-bar combos. Although it's not really hard to do anymore. Get 7 bars.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we didn't actually have that many announcements. Granblue got a trailer for Meg, as well as we knew that character was coming, obviously, but the patch and her release are dropping tomorrow, which is quite exciting. They also announced that my boy Percival getting a new fucking costume. About time.
What
I
is
thought
it?
it was funny. Literally right after the other one, they're like, "Oh yeah, Percival, let's get him done."
I was needless to
What
say,
is
I was
it?
popping off. Let me find an image of it real quick.
Is
Is
that
it
the
like
one
a
that you
real
tweeted?
costume or is it just like some bullshit like summer outfit?
No,
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
an
it's
actual-
one of his real costumes from the
Okay.
gacha
Yeah.
game. It is.
Like, even the summer ones in verses are pulled from like the actual Grand Blue
Oh no,
Gacha,
I know. I just don't like
the fan service kind of ones.
yeah. I just find them
Understandable.
boring. Like if I could pick like a skin where someone gets like a new set of armor versus them in a bathing suit, I'm not gonna pick the bathing
Yeah.
suit one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yo, Meg built kind of crazy though.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is kind of wild.
Isn't every Grand Blue girl?
Meg different.
Her
There's
whole
like an
thing.
entire race of Grand Blue characters that are like hypersexualized.
Yeah. Yes, there
Well,
is.
her thing is that like she was just a normal girl that wanted a nice vacation, and the vacation kept getting fucked up,
Yeah.
and so she
it's-
decided to do something about it and just became like a battle-hardened warrior.
She became like a recurring character through like 3 different summer events.
And Augustus every summer gets fucked up for some random reason. Zombie sharks, some random different things. And Meg eventually just had enough. She's like, I'll defend it myself. And then she has a shark companion who merges with her arm and can become a canyon.
Neat.
Very cool.
Why a shark? Is she what?
I'm pretty sure just because her name is Meg and there's an event with
Like
sharks.
megalodon?
Like a
Yes.
megalodon, yeah, like
Yeah,
I
like a
get it,
megalodon. Yeah. And the shark's name's
Is she
Ursula.
like water themed or something? Or is it just a random fucking shark?
I mean, the Augustus where she lives is a water themed like island vacation.
Yeah, it's
place.
like a beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess in terms of the top 8s, a lot of them were good to watch. Hunt Hunters was a shit show to the surprise of absolutely no one.
Is that the same team?
Literally, top 3. There were a grand total of 6 different characters in that top 8. Bear in
I
mind,
really
this is a
all had
3v3
Uvo,
game.
right? Where every
How many
single thing
characters
had
in
an
the game
Uvo?
have?
Like, I don't know, like 16?
Oh
16,
my
17, I think.
God.
But like, I literally don't understand how you'd be able to play that game without Uvo on your team.
Yeah, like, the best
The top
characters
6 all
are
had him,
suited.
right?
Well, every team had a Leorio, so
Well, yeah, because he could just combo into punch, loop,
Yeah.
and then he did.
Well, so there was like a graphic that was wrong. The top 3 teams were all Uvo, Morel, and Krollo. And
I
then
didn't
the
even know
person who got
Moral
4
wasn't.
Leorio. But yeah, City of Wolves is good. Shao Hai won. Not too surprising. He's just god of fighting games. Funnily enough, even though this was a French Evo, none of the main games had a French winner. The closest was Strive, who had Patachu, who got second. He's one of the
Mhm.
French players.
Street Fighter was
the
close,
best-
man. Dude, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. A lot of the top 8s were very enjoyable to watch compared to Las
They
Vegas.
were. Yeah, I think the Street Fighter 6 top 8 especially was. I mean, Street Fighter 6 top 8s are usually really good, but this one I think was absolutely fantastic. Like the energy in the arena for Mr. Crimson, obviously like the hometown hero there in France, was absolutely fantastic. It was just so lively and amazing, and he had such a good run as well.
Bro, those French
Managed
people
to
be
make it
turning
to
up in
fourth.
the crowd, bro. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, dude, the French go off. Oh, one thing that was neat, Evo France had the Spider-Man and Ghost Rider Tokon build, so I played a little bit of Spider-Man. That character's really fun.
Ghost
Boys
Rider,
zipping.
huh? That's cool.
Yeah. I didn't get the chance to try out Ghost Rider though.
He looks awesome.
His human
based on all the
design
videos
looks
we've seen.
pretty cool that they went with.
Hmm.
Like when he's not a skeleton.
Yeah, Robbie Reyes.
It's the best Ghost Rider right there, Robbie Reyes. That's dope.
Yeah.
It is just genuinely surprising to me that they have not revealed more characters yet. Like I
Yeah,
feel like
this
the
seemed like
fact-
a
this
good
would've been a
opportunity,
good
to, and they
opportunity to
didn't.
do
Yeah.
it. And plus,
They
then
didn't do
we had the state of play where they didn't reveal any characters either. They didn't have any character reveals at the last Evo. I'm like, what's going on here? Just show. We know they're sitting on characters. Why not show them?
Yeah, it's very strange. But aside from the specifics of the event, Nice is a really nice place. So if you're gonna go to a European event, Evo France is definitely one to go
I
to.
see what you
They
did
announced.
there.
What?
Nice is a really nice place.
Oh yeah, whatever. It's lovely. There's a lot of gorgeous architecture. There's a lot of great food, particularly nearby the venue itself. There were lots of good places to eat. But it's just a fantastic
Does that make two
vacation
of us
spot.
that have been in France this year now?
I
Why are
guess
you
so.
flexing
There
like
he
that?
goes.
This
flexing
year,
again,
sure.
bro. You see that?
You know, I've also been to France. It's not just me.
Textbook flex.
I mean,
I thought it was.
I've been to France every year for the past like 4 years.
Yo, flex
Let's
on
Nah,
go,
he
him.
flexing on me.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Yo, flex on him.
The double flexer. I
Well,
love this.
Viram going to France is like us going to Vegas.
No, it's not. You
Yeah.
know, maybe it is.
No, not really. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it
took a
is.
passport.
Yeah, it is. It's literally. I mean,
It's
it's
a
a
day trip.
passport, but it's like it's a flight.
I guess that's true.
It's a short, easy flight.
Well, real quick,
yeah.
while we're still on the topic of Evo France stuff, one other announcement that happened around the time of Evo France, but it wasn't announced there. It was announced at New York Comic Con, but it's fighting game related, and I felt like now was a good time to talk about it. Did you guys see the announcement of the new Avatar game? There's
Yes,
like an Avatar
sir!
fighting
Yeah,
game.
that game looks cool.
So is that true that it's being developed by the furry horse game people?
Oh, it's
The-
them
them fighting herds?
So it's that
Them
main
fighting
six?
herds. Yeah.
I believe so.
They made a solid game, so I hope if you're interested that's the
No,
case.
I mean I've heard from a lot of people that game is good.
It
So I
is.
was like
I have-
surprised when they said that they're yeah.
because it's very similar to like it has a lot of obvious influence and stuff from Skullgirls, so I played a lot of them's fighting herds, and the developers know what they're doing. It's just I don't think that's ever gonna get popular. So you know,
They got an opportunity with Avatar to have a super
Yeah.
successful game. It looks cool though. Based on the little bit we saw, Aang, Korra, Zuko, Azula, Toph, and Sokka were all playable, right?
I think Katara is there as well.
Katara as
Katara's
well.
there.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah,
I
I'm
like
excited,
how
though.
close it is to the cartoon.
Yeah, visually it
Animations
looks
are nice
really
in that.
cool.
Hmm. Yeah,
And they said that's coming out, I believe, summer 2026. It's going to be on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch 2. So look forward to it. It's going to be good. Also, in the realm of fighting games, I figured now is probably a good time to bring it up first. Has anyone played Warwick in 2XKO?
That game
I
ass.
haven't played that game in general.
I haven't played it yet.
No, but not a single person has played it.
I
No,
plan
it's just
on-
like
I plan on it at some point.
there's too much stuff when it came out. That's the issue for me.
What?
2XKO.
oh yeah, I don't care about.
I play it.
I played it. I
eventually.
just haven't played Warwick, so I didn't say.
What have you played?
Teemo and Blitzcrank.
And how you feeling about them?
I mean, they're fun. Like, they play exactly how those characters should play. Teemo's really annoying, and Blitzcrank is big bonk. Like, he's just big grappler guy. Like, they were just like, hey, you like Potemkin but want to do Spencer shit? Then here you go. Here you go. I don't know if anyone else has ever had this experience where it's like you look at a game, you're like, wow, this game checks a lot of boxes, but I don't know what's wrong with it. But something's wrong.
Yes.
With it. And that's how I feel
That's-
exactly about it.
I mean, I just
That's
like I
literally
said,
that's what I was saying last time. I just like there's a lot of really good like things going on, but I have no drive to want to play the game.
same.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like the game animations are obviously great, art style's great, music is acceptable, characters.
It's that
design
fucking
is
wacky ass
Honestly, like-
control scheme, bro. That's why I don't want to play
Listen,
that shit.
I don't. I know I'm in the minority, but I don't like how it looks. I never have, and that's a big reason why I've never played it.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. It just looks cheap.
Okay. It looks cheap to you?
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
the animation
Compared to
or
like
art style?
every other fighting game is out right now, I don't know. It just looks cheap,
It does have that bootleg look to it.
and I
Really?
don't like
That's
like
it looks really
some
good
of the
to me. I'm
characters
surprised
like
you guys are saying
Blitzcrank
that.
I think-
have had their like proportions
I feel like
completely
visually,
redone, and
visually, that's
Blitzcrank
the
looks
one
like a
thing I have
fucking skin.
that's,
What?
like,
Hello?
standing out.
I don't hate it or anything. It looks cool to me, but
People were talking at the same time. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, fuck it.
I actually wanted to hear what Zeb had to say. I didn't hear a single word.
I forgot.
Okay.
You were saying that Blitzcrank's proportions are all messed up, so he looks like a skinwalker.
Yeah, he is. He's not supposed to have legs.
What do you mean he's not supposed to have one?
Like he's supposed to have legs, but not that long. Like he has like.
yeah, you gotta be able to translate it properly in the fighting game.
Yeah, I know, but he looks fucking weird. So you could have picked a different character.
They also gave him like a Tumblr sexy man voice instead of a robot
Yeah,
voice.
that I'm not a big
Yeah,
fan
the
of.
voice is weird though. The voice I will say I agree with, but it's like I think Braum looks really good. I think Ari looks great. Yeah, I mean I think Teemo is really like I think they nailed Teemo. Like I said, I don't know why I don't like it. I couldn't articulate it, but I played it and I'm just like, man, like there's something about the way this game is coming off that I just cannot necessarily describe, but it doesn't make me want to sit in the lab and play it forever.
My problem with the game is that the designers built a lot of the combos around. Yeah, we're gonna make this shit really like flashy, where you have all these extended combos, and you do all this damage and stuff. But with the button combo configuration and how the partner system works with it, I feel like it's just like a single player game for 75% of the time you're playing it.
Am I wrong? I feel like that's just tag fighters, no? Am I just incorrect in thinking that?
Mm,
you're definitely doing a lot of watching in tag fighters unless you're just better
Yeah.
than everyone.
maybe it's just me and not liking tag fighters that much, but that's pretty much how I felt playing it. I wasn't really having that much fun with it. I also just think Yasuo and Echo are extremely powerful right now. And everyone I was playing against was just playing them, so.
You said you're planning on playing it at some point, Shofu?
Yeah, I will.
That's the same boat I'm in at this point. There's too much other good stuff that's been coming out, too many other games that I've been playing, too much other stuff, and it's just haven't had the opportunity to get to it. And a big reason for that is I think the first major game that I want to discuss with all you guys this week, and that is Hades 2.
Actually, before we get onto that,
Oh,
there's
yes.
one more. There was one other fighting game thing, and they
Oh, please, by all means.
yeah, it's just that they showed off more on the new Tekken character Miari Zo, who is like a spiritual successor to Ogre of all characters. So her moveset is like kind of wild. She's doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Like she like channels this kind of like demonic energy that Ogre has with like these snakes, and she has this sort of energy bow staff. There's a lot going on with her moveset. She can also like bound off a wall. She looks really cool.
Yeah, she's
Is that the character they revealed at Evo?
Yes, they
Yeah,
flashed
she was
gameplay of her.
Yeah, she was revealed at Evo, and they gave her a full gameplay trailer.
I assumed she
Evo
was
France.
literally already in the game, and that I was seeing like gameplay from Evo France of people playing with her. I didn't realize that was like a gameplay reveal trailer
No,
with the chameleon, right?
Yeah.
Well, kind of, yeah. The gameplay reveal trailer at Evo was Armor King, and she popped up after that.
Right.
Yeah. Armor King, I believe, drops like tomorrow as well, or very soon.
Is Crimson Viper out yet in Street Fighter?
That's tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Dang, all these
Or
new
sorry, no,
characters are dropping
that's
tomorrow.
when's the 16th? I think it's the 16th she drops.
Well, it's felt like for the past like 2 months, it's been like nonstop shit is just coming out.
But it has been. Oh, and on top of that, like I said, if 2 other characters are coming out the 16th is Thursday, that's when Pokemon comes out. So there's a lot of stuff. We should maybe bring this up now because things are coming out quick and have been over the course of the last like 24 hours. And so now it seems like a good place to bring it up since Pokemon is obviously going to be like the main focus of our next show in 2 weeks. I believe the majority of us will probably be playing ZA and we'll have a lot to discuss on it. But as many of you probably are aware, this game has been leaking like crazy, as all the Pokemon games do. But in addition to the game leaking, there has also been like this massive leak of future Pokemon games as well. And so I know that stuff is out there, but I wanted to address right now that we're not going to be talking about anything that is coming out or that is leaking in that sense. One, because I kind of want to remain unspoiled. I think it doesn't make it fun when you're doing a live reaction video.
They did too much, bro.
But they've been revealing way too much, like upcoming game releases and time frames for upcoming games.
We have some interesting things like we were given the budget they're given to work with on some of their games.
How much is it, bro? Please tell me.
Basically, they're given enough money so that it's impossible for them to not make a profit.
So
that doesn't tell me anything. Like how much? Do they have?
That could literally be any amount of money.
The number I saw was like 20 million. I don't know if that was.
Yeah, it's like
ain't no way they got 20 fucking million to work on these dog dick ass games they push out, bro.
20 million is really low, though. I would have assumed it was going to be way higher than that.
Yeah, that's the thing, and like that's converted. That's not in yen. The number I said was converted to USD. Was 20 million.
That is extremely low.
Yeah, guys, that's like the issue is like they don't give them anything, but they make a shit ton of these games. Sell a shit ton.
Here.
Like, yeah.
Legends EA has a budget of 2 billion yen, which is 13 million USD.
Legends EA.
Hold on, I just got back. What are we talking about?
So we're not gonna. We were just talking about how we're not gonna talk about any of the upcoming
big
leaks
yeah.
that are like coming, like only like cut content and stuff.
Sure.
One thing we were given was the budget for a couple of the games that they've worked on.
Okay.
And for Legends EA, their budget was 13 million US dollars, which
that's
is
it.
That's insane to me. That seems incredibly low.
Nothing.
Yeah, I feel like people don't understand. Like
That's
13
so
million
crazy.
budget for a game is nothing.
For Gen 10, their budget's 20 million.
Bro,
13 million for a AAA game is not.
no wonder they don't have fucking voice
It's
actors on that
nothing.
bitch, bro.
It's nothing at all.
Yeah,
it's like
actually
literally
nothing.
So because a lot of us are very well read on this particular topic and or have been involved or know a lot of devs. So let's provide some context about, because people might be like, what the fuck, 13 million? It's not, okay? It's really not, because think about first of all, art.
Considering they're making $7 trillion off that shit, is nothing at all.
It's not even that. Let's say they were not. Let's just.
It is that.
It's not that. It's not that.
It's got to partly be that, bro.
No, what I'm saying is for any game that's AAA, 13 million is not shit for anybody.
Yeah,
that's independent of like. That's what I'm saying. Like 13 million, if you include art, if you include music, if you include animation, you got to pay every person ever who does any of that ever, always, forever. So that's not dick shit. Like no. It's really not.
To put it into perspective, the original Ghost of Tsushima had a $60 million budget. God of War Ragnarok, from 2 years ago, $200 million budget.
Bro, hold on.
$200
Now,
Still
now, see,
Spider-Man-
that's a discussion. Like, it's another discussion on the flip side of the same coin, where a lot of games are given too much money to work.
Yeah.
Like, no, the games shouldn't cost that. That's fucking insane. That's fucked up.
I don't know. I
But
don't know.
having
it's
having that
legitimately-
much money doesn't mean they spend that much money, right?
Yeah, it's the
How much
budget
do
that
they
they're
actually?
allowed.
How much do they actually
Yeah.
spend on God of War?
I mean, regardless of how they did, it's one of the. I mean, they definitely made money. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I
Like,
know
Once
that,
you
but
start
just-
spending that
I-
much
I'm-
amount of money on game development, it makes game development harder because there's so many more people involved when you start adding hundreds of millions of dollars.
you're talking about
versus
in
just
general, not in these specific examples.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because in these specific examples, I would argue that sounds right to me for those two games. Like that sounds triple digit million sounds right.
It's
for
just
those
like
particular
then
games.
there's the
And-
flip side of like I forget how much. I'm gonna look up how much Concord.
Okay, no,
budget
okay.
was,
Here's
but-
what I also know is that Roger,
Well,
you actually
Concord,
might know
I can
this.
tell you, right? I remember. Because
You-
It's
you-
400
Concord-
million.
Concord was $400 million.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now Roger, you might actually know this. Does anyone know what Astrobot's budget was?
20 maybe.
It is 20 million,
Look at that. There you go.
and they made Astrobot for 20 million,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
still not shit. Like it's like
Right, that was considered a small game for them,
yeah.
right? Like
A small
yeah.
game is anything less than 30. I would argue
Right.
in today's.
Which
Like
is
I would,
crazy because like I don't remember the exact games when this like news article came out about it. This was like from years ago, and I'm sure people can like go and find the source. But essentially, like the average cost of one of the first party Wii games during the Wii generation that Nintendo was making was about $5 to $10 million.
Right.
That was literally the average cost. And the assumed cost of like a 3D Mario or a Mario Kart is in like the 30 million range.
now
And just for the unaware, the budget accounts for literally everything about the game. So
Everything,
marketing,
right.
marketing. I
Right,
was
right.
literally going to say this also accounts for marketing, which that's why the 200 million, for example, like God of War, makes sense to me because a lot of that is marketing.
That's marketing for
a
sure.
lot of that is marketing. Now, Pokemon, this makes sense for me that why that budget is so low because they don't spend dick shit on marketing for their game. They don't. Like
Yeah,
comparatively,
They just show
They
off.
also
on their
don't
own
spend
channels
dick
and
shit
that's
on
kinda it.
animation or voice acting or,
voice
graphics
acting,
or
or writing or
Definitely
or
not that.
like yeah, like it's yeah, to put that into perspective but also it's the flip side of like you don't need 200 million to make a good game. You know what game?
No,
you know
no,
what
no.
game is less than 15 million? Hades 1. Hades 1 as a less than $15 million budget.
Well, some
and
of
then-
indie games are different though, obviously. But
some
I
of the
feel you.
best games of all time were created with way less.
Yeah, like Megabon.
Yeah.
That guy made that's a one man game. He made that shit in his basement.
Bro,
I'm playing.
Balatro.
I'm playing the perfect example of that right now. I've been playing Stardew Valley, which is a one-man game.
There you
Balatro,
go.
one-man game.
There you go. One man game.
Like obviously money, we all know money is not the end all be all of these games, obviously the actual development, but
Sure.
it is an indicator of a couple, like a budget is an indicator of a lot of things. And the fact that ZA had would you say it was 15? Is that what you said?
13
13.
13? That's insane to me.
That is insane.
Like, even if it wasn't Pokemon, like Roger, if I told you that the next God of War game had a budget of 13 million, would you believe me? Like
No,
would
I
you-
mean not even close. Again,
That's what I'm
Ragnarok was 200. That'd be
like,
insane. I'd be like, is it a 2D 3-level roguelike? Like what? I don't,
yeah, like if I
I don't
texted
know
that to you,
what
you
they
I
be
think you
doing
would
for
act, like
that.
unironically, I know what you would do. You'd be like, "Did you mean 130 million? Like, is that what you
yeah,
meant?"
right,
Like,
right.
whoa,
right.
like they really cut costs over there at Sony. Like,
Wow.
like
Yeah,
That-
literally. Someone brought up a good example in the chat as well. Call of Duty Black Ops, the Cold War game, had a budget of 700 million 5 years ago.
Okay, yeah, the Black Ops are like literally like the Call of Duties are literally the games that have the biggest budgets of all time.
Yeah,
But how much they end up
It's like-
spending
It's
on
like
the game?
inflated budget.
Well, it's
Man.
also because Activision literally is they're Xbox now, but back then Activision folded literally every single studio they owned to make more Call of Duty content when they were pushing Cold War and all that shit. Like I feel like that was around the time, not Cold War, they were pushing Warzone. I feel like that's around the time when Warzone was becoming a thing, so they spent a shit ton to get Warzone up and running.
And that's like Call of Duty is the game where if you're talking about making a budget around marketing, that's the game you're talking about. For that.
Marketing
yeah,
is
Yeah.
crazy for that game. Like,
While
I
while
wonder
we're
what the Helldivers budgets was. What you
I'm
think?
just while we're here and we're talking about budgets and we're talking about big companies, I was
okay.
gonna have us talk about Hades, but I'm like, should we just jump to the big elephant in the room and talk about Xbox?
I mean, I don't
We
really.
can.
Because I mean, that was the big story. Because essentially, well, Coast, I want you to start this because initially,
God.
some of you who are watching over on the YouTube channel might remember that we had a different thumbnail for the episode image this week. We had like Master Roshi and then some of the girls from Hades and him holding a Pokeball. And then, Coast, you were like, oh no, we need to add Game Pass to this and talk about the Game Pass stuff. And I honestly thought that we did that last episode, but I guess not. That must have been like right after.
No,
Yeah, because I don't think we did. So
I don't think we did at all. So do you want to explain to people kind of what happened?
So basically, well, it's a very long-winded explanation because this can go all the way back to like a decade ago, basically. Basically, when
That fucking
Phil
Xbox
Spencer
One.
took over, yeah, and
No,
Xbox
no,
One.
that was before Phil Spencer. Hold up. I will say there. You could say some things about Phil Spencer was going on now, but Xbox One was before Phil Spencer. Like he just worked there. He wasn't the head. That was someone else that did Xbox One.
Okay, I thought he was during that time.
I'll protect him for that at least. You keep going though.
But anyways,
protecting Phil.
I feel like you could quote me on a previous podcast when they announced that Call of Duty was coming to Game Pass, or the Activision buyout from Microsoft happened, and I said this could be a good thing. It turns out it was not a good thing. It was in fact a very bad thing. This is also very hard to talk about while I'm playing Hades at the same time.
Oh shit!
So basically,
Underworld or Olympus?
Underworld.
Okay.
Dude, I'm getting my ass beat by two things that are like sucking me up at the same time.
What?
Hey, yo, freaky ass game.
Okay, I died. Okay, so what happened was,
I know exactly what enemy you're talking about.
Yeah,
I also know
Microsoft.
what enemy you're talking about.
Microsoft bought out Activision, and they were like, "Hey, for how much was it again? $300 million or something like that?"
Yeah, $1 billion. It was $1 billion.
Oh, okay, I was way off. For this giant sum of money, you're going to assimilate under the Microsoft brand, and we're going to put out your games under Game Pass and stuff like that. And they were like, okay, bet, sure, yeah. It goes through, which is still crazy to me how it went through.
Well, I can tell you what reasons it went through. I mean, I personally, I wanted to go through because fuck Activision for what they were doing to Blizzard, but whatever. But one of the reasons it went through the FTC is because the FTC fucking did such a terrible job trying to like fight against it because they weren't fighting for the American consumer. They were fighting for Sony. And the judge called that out. I was like, your job is not to defend Sony. It's to defend the American consumer. And they did that so terribly.
But yeah, anyways, they spent this big ass amount of money on Activision and Call of Duty, thinking it would get them like a big amount of return to Microsoft. This happened before the Series S, right? The Series S and X.
This was
No.
before.
No. The buyout was after.
Before,
Okay,
but the buyout happened after. Yeah.
So weren't even no. Hold on. The Series X and S were out for years before that buyout. It was not in the process before. It was after these consoles were out.
Okay, so along with this buyout, Xbox has had this shitty ass console out for a while that is also not selling too hot. It's actually performing very poorly in comparison to the Switch and the PlayStation 5. So Microsoft are kind of already in the big red. They're in the no-no zone. You don't want to be in that zone when you're running a business.
Like Kanye?
So yeah. So
No zone.
basically what they decided to do was like, hey guys, they were in this big boardroom meeting and they're like, I have a perfect way of how we can make more money. We increase the price of Game Pass. And everyone in that boardroom was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, we're already offering so many titles like Tropico 6 and Yuka Replayly or whatever the fuck they have on there.
Okay, now that we're here,
And
McDermott, what games you be playing on your Xbox, bro?
Monster Hunter.
Is that it?
Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, basically any game I can put on multiple consoles. I mean, technically I have Crossroads for it if you've been playing on PC though.
So if you see how interesting that was, he said
Metaphor
any
is
game
on
you
it.
can play
I heard it,
cross
bro.
platform.
I heard
Yeah,
it. I heard it.
Yes, any game I can play on multiple
Oh,
consoles.
yeah,
I buy it
that's
on my
why.
Xbox.
Yeah.
That's why the
What?
console is so dog shit, because there's no reason to buy an Xbox. If you can play every
I
other
was
game
just
on any other
curious.
console other than the Xbox, then what's the point
You
of
really,
buying
you
an
really
Xbox?
lined him up, Joe. That was
It's like
crazy.
Roger and his Switch.
Like,
He just buys a bunch of games on his Switch because it's all the Switch. If I get a choice, just buy it on my Xbox.
The
Yeah, the difference is
that I
Switch
am
has Switch
open-
exclusives.
Right,
Yes, it
exactly.
does.
Like I think that's
And I
the
buy
thing
those
for
too.
me that always does it, right? Is that whenever people say that to me, they're like, "Yeah, but why would you get a Switch?" Because at the end of the day, sure, you could like emulate on a Steam Deck or whatever, but like if you want to play a new Nintendo game, you have to have the new Nintendo system. Like Xbox has not had an exclusive game in 2 generations, so there's no
on
reason
top
to
of
own an
that,
Xbox.
aside from the exclusivity, the Switch alone,
Not 2
like
generations,
exclude
but,
the PlayStation 5, the Switch alone offers other things with the console itself
Yeah, you can play in
that
handheld
a
mode.
stationary
Right.
like a stationary
Right.
home console does not. So it's like, okay, I understand why you would want to have the Switch over PS5 or Xbox, but in comparison to a PS5, there's literally no reason to get an Xbox if you wanted to maybe invest in Game Pass. But with the price hike of Game Pass and the dip in quality that Xbox has been putting out lately, you guys know how much I've said in the past. The Xbox Series S and the Game Pass is a great way to get into like pre-gen games.
Yeah, for sure.
But now I cannot back that up anymore. I straight up cannot say that anymore because of the fucking business decisions that Microsoft has done recently. It is just so bad that you might as well just get, if you really want to, if you don't have a PC, if you don't have a Switch, and you really want to get into gaming, get a PS5 and PlayStation Plus. That's all you need. Don't even think about getting an Xbox.
On a side note, the PlayStation Plus catalog has gotten very good over the last year.
Got very, they had
Yeah.
it well.
And I wonder why
Yeah.
they had to
Yeah.
make it better. I wonder why.
I mean, they didn't have to, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, they did.
No,
They
no,
definitely,
no.
definitely
The,
did.
the thing is, they don't though,
It's
because
like,
a
no,
lot
hold
of
up, but
Sony games-
hold up,
Sony still has
because you're gonna say,
exclusives.
like, oh, they don't have to because they're selling consoles. It's like the whole point is value. If they're
No, no,
charging
no,
for
no,
this, but let me finish, please.
Okay,
The whole
first
point
of
is
all, I don't think
value.
they're selling
If you're-
consoles.
I'm talking about PlayStation, Zeph. not
Yeah, I don't
Xbox.
think they are.
They are. They definitely are. They're not like, it's not crazy, but the PS5 is still selling. But my point is the reason PlayStation Plus is offering more stuff is because Microsoft has been offering a shit ton of stuff. So if they want to have comparable value, they have to. There's a
No,
point of
they
competition.
have more
Bro.
value even without it. Like, without it.
Yes. But the point is, if you're doing a paid service and people are going to look at PlayStation Plus versus Game Pass, they're not just going to look at PlayStation versus the consoles. They're looking, if you look at the 2 services, the fact that Microsoft is offering this stuff, I mean, there's been so many articles about this shit. The fact that Microsoft is offering Game Pass and Sony's over here like, well, we don't really want to do the exact same thing Microsoft is, and they held the line for forever, but now PlayStation Plus is getting a bunch of new
Yo.
stuff in it because Game Pass exists.
I have one important thing to say about Microsoft.
We'll see.
Online gaming was completely free before they decided to show up in the console market. So if they
Yeah,
die,
that's true.
I don't give a fuck.
And
You
basically,
ruined everything.
they strong armed the monopoly of online gaming because they decided to charge $70 a year to play online on their console.
Cocksuckers.
And you couldn't do anything about it because everyone was playing on the 360 back then. And they
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to play
why- that's
Halo
why
and
they did
COD.
it.
Yeah.
Well, because 360
Well,
was
no,
like
to be fair,
great.
to be
I mean,
fair,
You
I
put
think
these
universally
bastards in a
everybody
like
liked
advantageous
360.
situation, they're gonna create a monopoly
to
every
be
single
fair,
time.
Xbox Live existed during the original Xbox, but that was
Yeah.
also when Halo 2 existed. So again, it's like it's still them to blame, but yeah, that shit
But
sucked.
you mentioned that about 360. Like, obviously, people were upset about that at the time, right? Like having to pay for online, but still, people were okay with it because the games were good, because they had exclusive stuff, because you would buy a 360 and you know it was the only place to play Gears of War, the only place to play Halo, the only place to play,
Well,
Banjo.
it was
Nuts and
the
Bolts,
best,
but-
cheapest multi-platform machine.
and it was great. Yeah, and it was a good deal. And I feel like
Everything about
I
it was
don't know
good. The
what they were
OS
doing
was
after-
awesome.
Yeah, the
It's-
fumble between the 360 and the Xbox One is like
It's
Yeah,
insane.
one of the
literally
craziest
that whole
things.
Xbox One thing. It literally shot them with a foot, and it still fucks them now because
Yeah,
that whole
like
Xbox
till
One
this day,
presentation.
like
Good thing they have
they're
McDarrett to
probably
support them.
going to step out of the gaming market because of the Xbox One. Like it'll have irreparable damage to their gaming section, and it's crazy because Microsoft now is like even trying to like branch away from it. Like you see all these headlines with like their games getting pulled from shelves of Target and Walmart, or like how they're investing less and trying to become more of like a multimedia company. Like you notice how your consoles don't offer you like movies to rent and stuff like that anymore. Like you know how in like the PS4 and the Xbox One days you were
I
like,
literally forgot that was the thing in the PS3
Yeah.
era,
I,
but
like,
I
never
do
used
actually
it,
think
but
I
I do
rented
remember
like a
that was a
Spider-Man
thing.
movie once. Like when I was in college, it was just easier to just do a rental on there.
Yeah.
But you're right.
It's just this. It's to me. It's just this thing where it's like I truly believe that it is simple. People will follow good product. No
Of
matter
course.
where they go, they will go. They will pay whatever you want to charge them. They will stand in line as long as the product is the product good or not. Does it hit? Do the streets say that it's so? The problem with Xbox is not the money. It's what if that Xbox Game Pass, if that shit was cracked and if they had exclusives, if they had games that people want to play and can't play anywhere else, people would pay buttloads of money for it.
Yeah,
Well,
the thing
was,
the whole
it was
point of
good.
Game
Like,
Pass
it's
is
still-
not that you can't play it anywhere else, though. It's that you can play it anywhere. That's the point of it. Like you can play
No,
Game
what
Pass
I'm
stuff
saying is that-
on your
no, what I'm
PC.
saying is that
No, I
that's-
completely get what you're saying. I'm just saying your argument around Game Pass itself for selling Xbox doesn't work because Game Pass
No,
wasn't.
I'm talking about
didn't make
Xbox
the selling.
specifically. I'm talking
Yes,
about Xbox
I know.
specifically.
Yes, I know. But I'm saying when you're using that to talk specifically about Game Pass, and I'm saying the point of Game Pass was to go past the Xbox and be on and just sell on everything. That's what they wanted to do, and that's what they're doing. So I'm saying that argument specifically to say like Xbox is not selling because Game Pass is not the service of Game Pass isn't good enough. It's like no, it's just like Game Pass isn't.
No,
made
I'm saying that
to sell
Xboxes aren't
Xboxes.
selling because no one gives a fuck about Xbox games because Xbox games are ass. That's what I'm saying. People bought PS5s for Spider-Man. They bought PS5s
Boy,
for God of War.
can I take
like-
my PS5 back?
I did.
I can count on two hands the amount of times I even turned that bitch on, bro. What? It's been
But you're not the
sitting
market though. You're not the market though.
I would argue Shofu is very much the market. Shofu's literally he's
nobody
a
here is the
full-time
market.
Nigga, who is the
I
market?
own all three. What do you
Who would
mean
be the
about the
market?
market?
No. What? No. We all have admitted in multiple instances that none of us here are the average consumer when it comes to video. We're not. We all know that. That's
What
not.
does that
mean?
mean? What does that mean
Meaning
exactly?
that most people who are buying PS5s don't have a crazy decked out, don't have a fucking Radeon, whatever the bullshit in their.
Nigga,
They
who
don't.
gives a motherfucker? I got my PlayStation 5 because I assumed at some point they dropped some good games on PlayStation 5, and I haven't got no good games to play on my PlayStation 5, Tito.
Like I think a good example of
That's what we
this
played
is
in
that
PlayStation 5.
there is still so much stuff that is being released on PS4. So for the average consumer, I don't think they've even I think that's honestly a big reason why Switch is doing as well as it is. Again, it goes back to exclusives because a lot of these people, if they're like, well, I already have my PS4, I don't have money to spend on another system. The economy is tough right now. If I could play it on PS4, even if it's a worse running version, the average consumer doesn't care if it's a worse running version, if it's in 30 FPS or 60. They're like, can I play my annual Madden game? Can I play my Call of Duty? Can I play my Marvel Rivals? And they can on their PS4. So they still play on their PS4. There's so many people that still haven't even upgraded to a PS5. And PS5 is still sold well. But I'm in a similar situation to Shofu where it's like, I have it because I want to be able to play at least an exclusive every once in a while. Like if Final Fantasy comes out a couple months earlier on it, great. I want to be able to play it on my PS5 and stream it immediately. But realistically, if it's not like a Final Fantasy, I'm either going to play on PC just because it's easier and I like having it on my setup, or I'm just literally using the PS5 to be like a Netflix machine. Like I use my PS5 every day, but I use it literally while we're eating dinner to like watch shows on Netflix or like, like download other things or do my dailies in Honkai or something. Like I'm not actively going out and buying a lot of games. And I feel like that's the issue because at least with PlayStation, like you guys said earlier with PlayStation Plus, like I have a PlayStation Plus subscription. realistically, should I be paying for that? Like, maybe not, because I don't play stuff that frequently online on there, but they're getting my money, and I feel like I'm getting value from the classics catalog. And every once in a while, like I said, I'll play like an exclusive game. But because there are no exclusive games on Xbox, this is like, I clown on them, but genuinely, like, if there was one, if they were like all of a sudden tomorrow, like, we're going to make Banjo 3E, like an actual Banjo Kazooie game,
Roger,
and
that
it's
doesn't
exclusive
even
to Xbox,
matter.
I would buy an Xbox.
It doesn't even matter though, because they had all of these exclusives lined up and people were excited for them, and they all got fucking canceled because they wanted to gouge more money out of the things they already had.
And you're completely right, right? They had that other Rareware game that got canceled. That was like that nature game.
They had
Fable still
Scalebound.
hasn't
They
come
had the
out.
Perfect
Elder
Dark
Scrolls,
Well,
game.
no,
like,
wait,
there's
wait,
a
wait.
lot of stuff.
Scalebound. I'll say something with Perfect Dark in that rare one. You're right. Scalebound. There was a whole big thing that has been
Okay,
said. with
well,
Platinum.
okay, I'm wrong about Scalebound. My point still stands. It
The
doesn't
other ones,
matter.
yeah, no, the other ones, yes, you're completely
Yeah.
valid. Perfect Dark getting canceled is like, what the fuck are
This
they
is what
doing?
I'll say.
Like, what are they
Like,
doing? Yeah, right.
This is what I'll say, because I think we hit the nail on the head enough where Xbox and Microsoft are just complete ass. Don't invest in them. Don't buy anything. Don't support them. But here's what I'll say. When you're watching a Nintendo, when you hear a Nintendo Direct, you get excited, right? Because you think of
course.
exclusives, right? You're like, yes, I can't wait to see the next Mario or Zelda or Fire Emblem or Metroid or whatever the fuck. You're thinking about Nintendo games. When you hear State of Play, you're like, okay, they could maybe show something cool. Maybe, you know, new Spider-Man, or maybe they finally show
War.
Wolverine or whatever. But a lot of the time when you watch them, they're showing games that either are going to be on already pre-existing consoles that'll be multi-platform, or it'll just be, you know, or not, or it'll be with one or two exclusives on there as well. Not as many exclusives on the Nintendo Direct. What the fuck Microsoft been doing?
I'm waiting for Fable. That's like the last major thing I know
I
they
don't know.
have.
But
that I
again,
want to
Fable,
play.
you can play on a PC.
Yes, I
Like,
know you
you'll
can
be
play on
able to
PC.
play
Yes,
on
I
PC.
find- but I
yes,
find
but
this to be a
again,
funny
I
discussion
don't buy them on
because-
PC. I buy them on Xbox. Like,
The console exclusives are objectively nothing but bad for consumers, but
Yes.
they're a necessity for the entire ecosystem to work at all.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
I don't. I mean, as it stands now, yes, I do agree with that. But I think exclusives are kind of low key overrated. Like there's no scenario in which.
Well, it's the entire thing keeping Nintendo afloat.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
only reason why Nintendo still makes money at all. Like, it's because they can say
You
wanna
can't play Mario on
Odyssey?
Steam.
Yeah, you can't because and so they've kind of milked the fact that
So how are they overrated then?
like. You said what?
So how are they overrated then?
I think people think that exclusives are the end all be all for whether or not people are going to buy one console versus another because of the ecosystem that's developed, because that is the way that is developed. But
With
just
I
how
think it's
expensive
rapidly
things are
progressing that
getting.
way because, like, I do think a long time ago, you're right. The average person didn't have, like, more and more people are getting a gaming computer, like,
that's
at rapid rates.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah.
they're like slithering into homes. Like, I can't even think of what to compare it to, like DVD
Sure.
players. They're yeah, but yeah, I think eventually it's just going to become completely unsustainable because the
Oh, yeah.
average computer is going to be able to run whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like the average computer, especially with because remember, like a lot of people don't have a lot. I'm not gonna say most or not, but a good percentage of people don't have. They have Macs. A lot of people have Macs.
Well,
lot
a
of
big,
people-
a
like, a lot of
huge
people
thing that
can't
we
run
all
games on Macs.
like we a huge what's the word? What's the word for people that consumer base? I don't know, dude. That we never really consider are like poorer countries like in Latin America and stuff where there are tons of people that buy games that go on like they'll only buy games that get put on like a reduce. I don't know how it works because I don't live there, but I've seen like in Mexico, Silk Song is like $7 because otherwise, comparatively, it would have been like some
Developers
fucked up
can choose what price point they sell at because some countries just have an extremely fucked exchange rate where they're just priced out of buying something.
Yeah,
like
I didn't know how
like
to
I know
say that.
Brazil is one of them. It is a lot of South American countries that just get price gouged out of being able to buy shit.
Yeah.
Where like a
Like
lot
the
of the time they
MSRP,
just
right?
pirate stuff just in order, like they want to support it, but they're
But they
priced
can't.
out
Yeah.
of playing it, so they just have to pirate it. And that's another thing too, you know, like with exclusives like becoming a bigger selling point for these consoles, they can now decide, like these developers or these, I guess, like Nintendo and PlayStation, all of them can decide we can just sell them at a higher price point now because we just can. We're the only place to play this game. So why not, like if they see someone else raising the price for it, they can just do the same thing.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna sit here. Like I don't think anyone here is even gonna disagree. A large reason why the Steam Deck is even popular is because you can pirate Nintendo games.
Yeah.
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 If you look
Of
at
course.
anyone that's
Yeah, I mean,
fucking
that's
posting about
literally
Steam Deck
of
on Twitter,
course.
they're never posting a Steam game. It's always like,
No, they're always
s-
like, "Look how I'm playing Mario Galaxy. Look at
yeah,
all you people
Yeah,
playing Mario
I post
Galaxy
it
on your
because I
Switch,"
could
and
get
you're
I
like,
could get
"Bro, I don't want to play it on a Steam Deck." Like,
I get
I don't
Zenless running
like.
on my Steam
I
Deck, so I
understand, like,
posted
for
that.
some people, that's just like, "Oh yeah, well, I could play it on my Steam Deck, so I'm gonna do it." But like, I'm never gonna do that. There's no world ever in which I'm gonna want to play my Nintendo games on a Steam Deck. I want to play them on the original hardware. And I know that seems stupid, and people are like, whatever.
well, no,
such
that's a big
Nintendo or
thing
whatever,
too.
but
Is
I like
Nintendo
it. I
games
like.
are intentionally designed that way. Like, there's a clear difference when you're playing like a Nintendo game emulated versus like actually on
Of
hardware.
course.
They're
I don't know.
very
It's just
intentional.
the thing that's also important, I think, to note. And with like this whole death of Xbox thing and like Game Pass and people canceling their subscriptions and the rumors now that like there's not even going to be another console, and then like all the stuff with them being taken on store shelves, while at the same time they're saying there's still development for a console in 2027 and they're like holding true on this. The thing is, which I think we've said so many times on the show, there is literally no console war anymore. It does not
No.
exist. There is Switch doing its own thing, Sony doing their own thing, and Microsoft doing their own thing. And there is competition in the sense that, like, when you were talking about Game Pass versus PlayStation Plus versus like NSO and things that they have to offer, sure. But like in terms of what they are going for,
When
I think
everything
Xbox
is
and Microsoft
advertised
understand
as
now.
cross-play available, that like console war was just completely eliminated.
Yeah,
To add on to my point earlier about exclusives as well, is the entire console war culture also kept the entire ecosystem as well, like,
Yeah.
going. The
People would
constant
buy
need to
one or
one
the
up each other.
and they would
Yeah.
try to battle each other on stuff they're releasing to be better, and
and
All until
realistically,
one
I
day
also
one
like,
of them decided to not let you use used games anymore.
Yes. And then the other one's like, this is how you share games on PS4.
Right,
Just handed a disc
right.
and they won. That shit was so
And ever
stupid.
since, it's been
And the other thing about it too, because you brought that up earlier about like games running on other hardware in other countries, right? Where like necessarily they're not going to have access to have like a really good PC, and that these companies are going to need to develop on lower settings. I think that's another thing that like Nintendo really did luck into with the Switch, and now with the Switch 2, right? Is that because the developers are making games for hardware that's not as strong anymore, they're able to then just port their stuff immediately over to the Switch, which is why you're
something
seeing
something
Go ahead.
Switch
big
games are still
that's
the pricing
been
point is still an issue with that for Switch stuff, Roger.
like on the topic of like when we were talking about like how Latin America like games like countries there are unable to interact with the ecosystem because they get priced out. I've been hearing that like PC cafes are getting more and more popular in countries like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Sure.
So it's like,
They've been
even if you
opening up
don't
more
own a
of them
PC,
because of
you
that.
can just rent time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like literally, like Game Pass price doubled in a lot of like it went up 50% in the States. It's like $40 a month here in Canada. In Latin America, it was literally 100% the price. Like that's how much they fucking like gouge the prices on Game Pass. So
Yeah, and I think what they do is like in those cafes is it'll be like all games people are like they're already purchased, so you could just like log in.
You just
Right,
log in.
right.
You just log in.
Log in, play your game. When you're done,
You
and
purchase
they
or
pay
like free
like
to play
$3
stuff.
an
Yeah.
hour or something like that.
Yeah.
And this whole thing, and we're not gonna go on this tangent, but this is just a kind of like a good transition point or sticking point. This is why the most popular games in the world are slowly becoming, and the games that have the most penetration have always been for a while now, free to play games.
Sure.
Yeah, like
And
CS:GO, League,
they're like
Dota.
CS:GO, League, Dota, Fortnite, all these games that are like essentially you could just log in and fucking play Hearthstone even to back in the day. Like you could just
Well, like
fucking
a big one even too that we never talk
Marvel
about
Rivals?
ever because it's not anything anybody ever plays here is Free Fire.
Free
Fire is
Fire,
like huge in
Rocket
so many
League,
other
right?
countries.
Rocket League's free to play, right?
Rocket League's pretty big.
Rocket
Like,
League is
Yeah,
huge.
that's a big one.
Right,
It's
right.
Kids love
huge.
that shit.
Like,
and then indie games as well.
and I was literally gonna say the second
Sure.
point is that's why you're the I guess positive benefit is that a lot of these indie games that have a much lower price point but are really fucking high quality are getting like this crazy penetration because they're not $85 billion to pick up, and
Sure.
most people can afford a $30 game. Most people can afford a $40 game every now and then. Most people go like Hades 2 is $40.
And there's still
Yeah,
like
indie
this, like,
games are for sure
cloud.
like they're the future.
Right.
There's still the cloud over indie games where it's like
Yeah.
indie games are like the artsy fartsy, like, pompous game that people play, but literally like all of the indie games, like most of the indie games I can think of from this year
Are going to be game of the year contenders.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you
At
look, at least 3 off the top of my head right now. Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong will be on nearly every game of the year list, right?
Mhm.
And
Our-
I guarantee
our-
one of this is the year an
One will
indie game will
probably
win
win.
game of the year.
Yes, I agree.
Right,
One will
right.
probably
Mega
win.
Bone really the best game that came out this year. That shit's crazy.
And now is that? Do you guys think?
But
Do you guys think
Shofu,
that's
not even
because?
crazy. Like, that's actually, like, people will agree with you on that. Like, I was watching
Yeah,
people
of
play
course.
Mega Man.
People
That
love
shit
that
is
game,
fun
yeah.
as fuck.
Do you guys think that indie games getting better and more prevalent is because of more money appearing in game development, or do you think it's because game development is getting more accessible?
I
I
think
It's got to
One,
be.
Yeah, I think more.
that
Yeah,
it's getting
Well,
more
if you had to
accessible.
pick one,
I think
I
more
don't think
accessible.
don't
It's
think either.
easier now than ever to like start up your own
Yeah.
game if you wanted to. It doesn't cost you a ton. Maybe you have to pay a subscription for Epic, or maybe you have to get into like Gado
Nope,
or
you don't
whatever
have
the
to
fuck
pay. You don't have to
doing
pay
now.
for any of that.
Oh yeah, it's
all of
based
that
on
is
how
free.
much
Game
you
makers
sell.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
You can literally download an engine like Unity or Unreal, and you can just crank out a game in a day if you want. Like, it's very, it is the entry
Game Maker
level
has
to
like
making a
templates
game.
and stuff.
Exactly. Like, it is so easy to go in and make your own game now. All it really is just deciding the level of polish and how much time you have. Exactly. Yeah.
But also, I think a huge this kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier is that if you've noticed, a lot of the devs from a lot of the best indie games over the last few
Right.
years coming from smaller studios that have people who used to work on some of your favorite games on major
Yeah, and
studios.
just left
Yes,
and made their own thing.
And just
Yeah.
left because they're like, they don't want us to make the games that we're good at making. They want us to make fucking bullshit Simulator 85. So we just quit. We bet on ourselves, and then we cranked out Astrobot. We cranked out
Right.
Hades 1. We cranked out Expedition 33. We cranked out like even like there's that group of people who are like, like Mega Bonk. Before that, it was obviously I literally was just talking about it. It's the card game.
Balatro.
Balatro, thank
Balatro?
you. Literally, I have
Balatro?
70
Yeah.
hours in that game. I love Balatro.
Isn't that gonna, that's just gonna be getting like a big update and come right back into the social
right back.
like.
Bro, that
yeah.
game is crazy. It's one of the. It was like it launched on mobile and it went fucking. It made basically the same amount it made on when it released. Like you have that group of like 1-2 person teams. Among Us, 1 to 2 person team. Well, like,
So
less than
what I was going to
Sure.
bring up as well is like, because of it's a really weird chain reaction how it's working. Like you have the AAA devs making like $400 million budget games that kind of all bleed into each other with how they play. Not necessarily they're all the same, but like there are very similar aspects to a lot of them.
Well, like
which
over the
then-
shoulder mash
Yeah,
X for
exactly,
combo.
Yeah. But then that leads to people saying, I don't like these kind of games. I'm going to make my own game the way I would want to experience a game. So they make these indie games, and those indie games do really well. And then when people play those, they're like, I see this being really successful. I want to replicate that success. So they go on and they like try to recreate that indie game that they played. That's why you had so many Among Us clones. That's why you have so many roguelike games, like it's just
It is
a never-ending cycle.
It is sick, but also you get the inverse cycle of like or not even inverse cycle, where you get then because I do think that there are some studios, and to be honest, I think Sony is unequivocally the best at one thing, is that when they go, your team is good at this, you are going to make this because you are good at this. Insomniac, you make Spider-Man games because that's what you're good at. Sony Santa Monica, you make God of War because every time we let you make God of War and leave you the fuck alone, you make God of War. Like Ghost of Tsushima, you make like it's a balance of like, if you allow devs to do the thing that they like to do and are good at and leave them the fuck
I'll be back.
alone, they're going to actually make a really good game. Isn't that crazy? When you leave competent people alone to do a thing that they're good at, they make a good. Isn't that crazy?
Look at Microsoft over there. Look at Xbox over there.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's
And that's the thing is, I mean, it
That's
goes
fine.
back to
Yeah,
exactly what you
it
were
is what
saying
it
too.
is.
Is so many of the talented developers from those companies that they acquisitioned, took the IPs from, and then were like, actually, you know what, we're shuttering the studio, are all going to be going off to make like, you know, game of the year for the next 3-4 years. You know, like they're developing their own studios. And what's weird is like you're seeing a rise of this a lot. Like you're seeing this with Bandai Namco a lot recently too. You're seeing this with Konami. You're seeing this with a lot of other companies, Capcom, where they'll find an indie studio that's making something really good and then they'll publish it because they know they'll make money doing it and they don't have to actually develop the thing. And they're not taking the studio, they're allowing the studio to do their own thing, but they'll publish the game and bring it out, which is like a good example of this that Microsoft did was Studio MDHR, right? Instead of acquisitioning Studio MDHR with Cuphead, they funded Cuphead, helped that game come out. The game did very well. Everybody loved it, right? It was seen as an Xbox IP, but Studio MDHR rightly did not, you know, take a check and go, no, we don't want to be bought by you. I'm sure they would have been, you know, I'm sure
I feel like
Microsoft
massive
made an offer.
respect to them, man.
I
But they
mean,
were
that
like,
okay. Wait,
MDHR was like,
That
no, we're
that
not going to
was
do
that was a
And
whole
now, thankfully-
incentive. Like, wait,
Right.
that was an incentive Microsoft had. The same thing with Rivals. Microsoft helped fund the original Rivals of Aether. It was they had I can't remember what it's called, but they had incentive for like indie games to Microsoft help fund you. You can put it on other things, but you have to put it on Xbox. Like
Right.
Cuphead and Rivals of Aether both had that.
And that I feel was the right way to go about it, right? Because then these companies were like, this is great. We're on this platform. That's great that they're supporting us, instead of just being like acquisitioned, put in development, and then Microsoft yells at you and goes, no, things needs to be out at this time, or it needs to be this way, and then they just shutter the studio.
Okay, no, hold on.
Because it's true, because Studio MDHR now can do whatever they want to do. Studio MDHR, if they want to make the next Cuphead game for Switch 2 or whatever, or they're going to make some new IP, it'll be on everything. It'll be on PC, it'll be on Switch, it'll be on PlayStation. They'll have that many more eyes on their product, that many more people that are going to want to buy their game.
Yes.
It's going to make it a lot easier.
I'm not
for them
disagreeing with that point. I just want to say something here because from the amount that I've been following all this, yes, it was ID at Xbox. Thank you. The amount I've been following all this stuff, Microsoft technically, most of the time they don't do that. Now, I don't know what happened with the Hi-Fi Rush devs. I only saw the aftermath of that. Yeah, that whole shit with them. But even then, them making Hi-Fi Rush tells you Microsoft doesn't do that, because Hi-Fi Rush wouldn't have been made if they were sitting there micromanaging them the whole time. So like, a lot of studios do this. I'm not saying that this doesn't have the industry. It's just like a lot of studios throw like, oh, Microsoft does this. They don't. A lot of stuff when Microsoft has a game going, they leave you alone unless there's something coming up and they need to check to see what's going on. And then after sales, maybe they'll be like, yeah, we're going to cut this because it didn't work out the way we wanted. But the fact that studio, Tango Gameworks, made what? They made the Silent Hill like follow up with Evil Within 1 and 2. They made Ghostwire Tokyo. Then they made Hi-Fi Rush, which is completely different than those other two games. So if they were actually micromanaging them, Hi-Fi Rush would never been made. Like that is the truth of it.
Right, but you and I are in agreement. We're saying the same things. What I'm saying is that the studios that they've acquisitioned since, all these other studios that they just picked up the IPs from, that they just didn't do anything with and then shuttered the studio, that IP is now going to languish. And these studios are going to go off and make
Hold up. What studios did they do that with? Because I've been following this and
pull up the whole list. Well, look up Microsoft acquisition.
They bought
Activision. Interesting topic.
They bought Activision Blizzard, okay?
Right.
And got all their IPs. What have they shuttered?
Here we go. 211 studios that were acquired by Xbox since 2025. I want to see what they've actually developed, because I think you bring up a good point in like actually looking at what happened. So let's do Microsoft Xbox Game Studio acquisitions. Let's look this up.
And no, they do not own BioWare. BioWare is owned by EA. No, I'm sorry. That's
Right.
not to you, Roger. I see that in the chat.
No,
That
no,
is
no,
not-
you're
that
good.
is
You're
not-
good.
That is not
I'm just
Microsoft.
typing
That
this
is,
up. I know,
I'm
yeah.
just
Hold
clarifying
on, here we
this,
go.
'cause,
These
like-
are things that are now owned. Let's look up non-defunct.
And okay, I will say something while you're looking that up, because people are going to say, "Oh, you're such an Xbox defender." I am not. You have to understand how I work. If I like something and they are fucking up, I will be the first person to sit on this podcast and say, "Why are you fucking up?" Am I happy Game Pass price went up? No. Am I happy all this other stuff happened? No. What I don't want to do is sit here and say nothing when a bunch of random stuff is being said, and I know, wait, that's not right. So I'm sitting here and saying something like, okay.
I think that's
continue.
totally fair. I think that's totally fair. Right. So look at on here right now. These are the studios that are currently working with them that have not been sold or spun off that have games that are in active development, right? You've got the Coalition, which makes Gears of War, Compulsion Games, which just recently released that South of Midnight game that came out. Was that this year or last year?
That was this year.
That was this year. So they have Compulsion, which has the South of Midnight game. I did not hear anybody talking about that, so my assumption is that
It did not
things
do
may
well.
not be good for that. Okay. You've got Double Fine, which what was
Oh
the
my
last thing
God.
that Double Fine?
Oh my
what did
god,
Double
they have
Fine
Double
release?
Fine?
Yeah,
Literally,
Since
yeah.
when?
It's
Right.
been ages. They've owned them
Since
ages.
2019, they've
Yeah,
had
they've
Double
owned them
Fine.
for ages. They
Since
made Psychonauts. They made
2019.
Psychonauts too. That's another studio though that Microsoft just leased them alone. They made Psychonauts too, and then Microsoft was just like, okay, make your game. They don't like.
Didn't they have Halo Studios, obviously, which is the
Which is
renamed
finally,
343.
yeah, it's been 343 to Halo.
Right. So that's renamed
Which
343.
is funny because they're gonna reveal the new like whatever thing they're working. I think it's next week, and that has a whole bunch of fucking mess around that.
Yeah,
which is
like
crazy.
one of the lead artists left and was saying
A
stuff
bunch
about
of people have left
Of Xbox or
the Halo Studios.
it. Yeah, left
Whatever
Halo
next
Studios.
Halo project is coming out is going to be absolutely dog shit.
damn.
Also, people are saying
Well,
Double Fine is
and
a new
there's
game
a lot of these
coming
other
out this
studios.
week. Oh
We've
yeah,
got-
Double Fine, that Lighthouse game we saw ages ago. You're like a walking lighthouse. That's Double Fine.
Right. There is In Exile Entertainment, which is making that Clockwork Revolution game that's been shown on like the last 4 Xbox conferences,
Mhm.
which is the
Looks like
Bioshock-esque looking
Yeah.
game. Yeah. Obviously Rare, but we all know how that went. They canceled
Yeah.
Perfect Dark. Sea of Thieves basically is all
Well,
they're doing. They're
I
churning
will
them
say
out.
Rare was not making Perfect Dark, but
Well, no, but Rare owns the IP for Perfect Dark.
well, no,
Rare's not the
Microsoft
development
owns the
studio
IP
for
for Perfect Dark.
My point was that they
but yeah, Rare made the
this goes
original
to my
ones.
point, right? Is that
Yes, but I'm
Rare
just
made
saying
Perfect Dark.
that
They
you can't
gave
really
a
put
different
Perfect Dark.
development studio, right? But my
Yes.
point is that they got a different development studio to make the IP that Rare owned. That then they acquisition,
No,
and then they
canceled it.
the game. Right. That's my point. Like, that's exactly my point. This is the type of stuff that they do. Okay. Then, of course, you've got Turn 10, which makes Forza. You've got Undead Labs, which makes State of Decay. You've got World's Edge, which makes Age of Empires. And then you've got Playground, which also.
I'll wait.
helps with
Here,
Forza
Roger.
Horizon.
I'll give you a free one, right?
No, but we'll be
For-
Fable.
so-
and they've been
yeah,
sitting
Playground's
on
doing
doing
Fable.
nothing with that.
Wait, what?
We have
What are you
not
talking
seen
about?
anything of that new Fable game
Bro,
in
like
a long time.
every conference of years they showed something. At least we
No,
know it's being worked
they have-
on. But
the
like,
game
no.
has-
But
does that
hold
game
on.
have a release date?
Probably not.
Is
But-
that-
Probably
I
not
don't
as
think that game's
crazy.
coming out.
But it's still being worked on at least. I mean, I
But
don't know.
that game has been
With,
shown
no.
actively since
With what
2018.
what has
It's about to
happened
be
with the previous
2026.
games that Microsoft has revealed, I have no confidence in that Fable game.
There's no
I-
way.
Like you can be
I
just
have
as
to.
worried about it than anything.
Nah,
Okay,
Hey,
you
that's-
saying
I
you have to is crazy.
copious.
That's
I
actually
had to.
blazing.
Yeah, because I like that series, so I'm gonna
Okay,
sit here and be
but
like,
then-
"Oh, it's
so
never
then
coming
just
out."
say
No,
you're
I have
glazing
to. I
it.
want. Oh, no, I'm not glazing it. I'm sitting here saying I hope it comes out because I have to. I feel like personally, I want the confidence that it's going to come out because I like Fable and I would really like to see a new Fable
Then
game.
Yeah, he
then
just
this
wants
should
it to be
be
good.
okay. I'm not gonna press
Because
it.
literally,
Just
at
end of
all
the
these-
day, I think we can move on and just say Xbox is
No,
fucking
but
trash.
on the topic of the studio, because those are the ones that I listed that are in active development making stuff. The ones that got canceled, the studios that are gone, Initiative is done, which was making the Perfect Dark game. You've
Yeah.
got Microsoft Game Studios Japan, which was making Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey. They're the ones who did the Shenmue ports for Xbox. That's gone. You
That's
had
so long
Press
ago.
Play, which was the company that was making Kalimba. That's gone. You got Xbox Entertainment Studios, gone. You got the Team Dakota that was making Project Spark that got announced in like 2013 that then like was laboring in development for years, then eventually got canceled with nothing, gone. You've got Lionhead, which was the original maker of the
Okay,
Fable series,
wait.
gone.
Hold up.
Literally doesn't exist anymore.
But why are we talking about? Okay, I thought the point was stuff that's happened recently. You're going to like all the old studios they bought and got rid of. And it's like,
we were not talking about recently.
why-
We were talking.
no. When Roger pulled this up,
he's
Roger's point was definitely recently.
no.
before
He
we
never
went to
said
this.
recently because I've been
That's
listening
not
the
what I
whole
said.
time.
What
He
I
was
said is
saying-
it's been
he was saying that
leading up.
Microsoft has
You
a
asked-
history of doing this particular practice with their
Right.
businesses, and the whole point of bringing up the list is saying that this has been the point the
How
whole
they
time.
do it
the whole
regularly.
time. I've been listening
Because this is
I've not
it's,
said
it's
shit.
not like
I've
what
been
they've
listening.
done recently. What they've done recently, right, is not necessarily evident of how we got to where we are now. Where we are now is because of fumbling for the last like 10 to 15 years, which has been time and time again, acquisitioning the studios, giving them to different developers, canceling the games, closing down the studios, and then the IPs just laying down and dying, and them not doing anything with it. And that's good that you have hope for something like Fable, but Lionhead is not making Fable. Fable is being made by this other studio.
Why? Okay, hold up. I want to put this in
I
complete
think McDermott is
perspective.
just like making a joke.
I'm not. I'm being serious.
No, I
What
mean
it's
like you were clearly being hyperbolic in the sense that you were saying I have to.
Oh, it's not even that. Like a little bit, yes, but like legitimately, I really want that game to be good. So I can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, the game's doomed. But what I want to say is like, to me, it does not matter that Lionhead's not making Fable. I want Fable to be made. I was happy Xbox was going to buy Activision Blizzard because Activision's sitting on a ton of fucking IP they just don't make anymore. Fucking Spyro and Crash. If they were still under Activision, those games were never getting made. But the fact that Microsoft owns them, and then they let Toys for Bob become their own studio again. Toys for Bob is still down to work with Microsoft to make games. So there's a good chance that
I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It might
either.
not happen, but there's been interviews where like they've come out and said this. So like, sure, you could think it's not going to happen, but I'm saying for those IPs, it's much better that Microsoft owned them than Activision, because under Activision, they weren't going to get shit anymore.
Actually,
They
can I
just
say
weren't.
Here's my counter argument to that. My counter argument to that is that if you get them just owning the IP, right, and the developers that made those games are no longer making those games, sure, you might end up getting like some Crash game or Spyro game 20 years from now that'll be on every platform, but it probably will not be evident and will not be of the quality that you would have expected from a game in that franchise previously.
Okay, but hold up. But
Fable.
wait. But Crash 4.
Crash 4 was really fucking good.
Crash 4 came out and it's really good. So no, you're wrong there.
No, but Crash 4, that being good, does not necessarily mean the future of that franchise will be good if that studio no longer works under them. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that development...
It was a different studio.
Yes, it was a different studio. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Naughty Dog made Crash... Like, but your whole point was the original studio's not making the game, so that you can't have faith it's not being as good. But I'm saying, like, I can, because the game is going to exist and I can see if it's good or not.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad you have hope based on the one good thing that we got.
Like, okay, Roger. Rare didn't make Donkey Kong Bonanza. Still a good game, right?
Right, but Nintendo owned Donkey Kong. What? Like,
yes, but Rare made the last 3D Donkey Kong. Nintendo made their own. But Rare, no.
About, yo, let's move on. Please.
You know what Supergiant Games makes? You know what Supergiant? They made Hades 2, and that's a good ass game. Let's talk about that.
I'm playing this shit right now.
Yo, that's Hades 2 is a good ass game. Yo, Kels, let's talk about that.
Unironically, wait. Because I actually
fuck up my segue. Don't you dare fuck up my segue.
No. I just genuinely want to know: is Hades 2 currently on Game Pass?
I actually don't.
I don't think so.
Okay. I doubt it.
I wanted to know if it was
on Game
console
Pass. Launch exclusive on Switch, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Oh yes, that's true. It is a console. Well, yes. So I guess it would not be on Game Pass if it was console exclusive.
It's
by the way, that means that Hades 2 is a Switch game. We all agree. We all agree, right?
Fucking not, bro.
It is a Switch game. Huh?
Switch 2 game for sure.
Okay, it is a Switch 2 game. Okay,
it's a multi-platform game.
So when we do the Switch 2 list, and I put Hades 2 up there, I don't want to hear shit.
And I'm going to fucking elbow you in the neck, bro.
It's a multi-plat. Why would it be a Switch game?
Okay, so if every single game is a multi-plat game,
can we please just talk about Hades 2? I don't want to argue some.
Okay, so how far is everybody in Hades?
I've hit credits.
I also hit credits this morning.
I've lost to Chronos once.
I found it.
I've been playing Mega Bump, so I ain't played yet.
Bro, please stop.
You're slacking. I mean, it's true. He's been bonking his shit.
I've been
Hey,
bonking my
yo.
shit, bro.
That's no hey yo. He's been bonking his shit.
I've
Shofu, you
been
been bonking
bonking
your
it,
shit?
bro.
All right, he been over there bonk, or as our friend would say, boinking it.
Oh god.
When you said Mega Bonk during the what's it called, the hotline, I genuinely thought you were talking about Bonk's Adventure, like the little caveman game.
I don't know
Who
who
the
the hell.
What the fuck is that? What the
No,
fuck
because
is
there's a game called Bonk. There's a character named Bonk.
Literally,
Who's
the
this
only
little
people
caveman?
here that know what you're talking about are me and Adam. So it's just there's no point.
You guys got taste, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. Thanks. I'm glad you guys can back me up.
They're
Okay.
bonking it.
But Hades 2. Okay, so let's
so
talk
Hades
about
2 is
Hades.
Hades 2 is without any spoilers, obviously.
Yes.
I think it is objectively, if I'm looking at it objectively, as someone who's put in a combined probably 300 to 400 hours between both games, I think it's just objectively better than the first one. There's there's very few.
Yeah, it's just more of the same, or more of the first one.
Yes, it's more the first one, but they refined it. You can clearly, it is everything I think a sequel should be, in terms of like they took what was right with the first one and they made it so everything's just a little better. Like everything is just like maybe 5 to 10% better, depending on what you're talking about. It has the second fight of the underworld is one of my favorite fights I've in anything. I adore that.
The
fight.
siren fight.
Yeah.
Which one? Scylla?
Yeah, Scylla. The Scylla
Is
fight.
it Scylla or Scylla?
It's
I don't
Scylla.
know.
It's Scylla.
It's technically Scylla.
It's
Okay.
yeah, Scylla and the sirens. Yeah.
Yes, Scylla. The siren fight is one of my personal favorite fights, flavor-wise.
You said Skrilla. 6'7"?
Yes. Yeah. The
I
Skrilla
like how you
fight,
can remix the boss fights.
you can remix
I do
the boss
too.
fights.
Where you have your nightmare powers, where you add
You
the
can do that in the
rival
first
thing.
one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
I feel like it's more
It is better.
like
It is better.
yeah.
Also, have you guys seen the clip? And that's another thing too. That's like very classic Hades. Where first of all, every time I play that game, I hear a new voice line. Like it has
Absolutely, yeah.
And my favorite one so far is that go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but go ahead and before you enter the Scylla fight, if you play it to do another run, Roger, turn off the music.
Turn off the music.
Yeah, turn off the music before you go in the room.
Okay. That's weird.
Just do it. It just and they have lines for that too.
I never even knew.
Exactly, because you would never know it. Because why would you turn off the music? Because the music is incredible. But they have lines for that too. I think it's incredible. I'm excited to where Coast hit credits. I'm going to say I've said it. I told it to Roger. It's still not my game of the year, which is insane to say. But it's probably still not my game of the year at this point. But I think it's any other year would be incredible. I think Mel. I love Mel. I think Melenaway is so cool. Like, my Roger, what weapon did you were you partaking in the most?
The fireball Menos. That is like hands down just literally being able to hold down the Y button and just shoot fireballs out is just my favorite thing, because the way I play it is almost like how I would play a top-down shooter or like a shoot 'em up where you have like these patterns that you have to memorize and you're just getting out of the way of the attack patterns. And so for me, I don't have to think about attacking if I just hold down the fireballs, right? And then I adjust obviously with my boons, having weakness, or like this is probably a better question. What boons do you usually use? Because for me, I feel like the back-to-back of Hephaestus and
depends on the
Aphrodite
weapon.
is
I
like
think Hephaestus
incredible.
is busted. I think Hephaestus is
He's
busted
so good.
regardless. Hephaestus is a little overtuned, I would argue.
Hephaestus with the moon axe. That's my favorite build. Man.
Hephaestus is just busted with every weapon because
I think
crits are
Apollo with
broken.
the axe is stupid.
Apollo's really good. I also like. I mean, I am.
And Zeus is up there, bro.
Zeus is pretty up there as well. I mean, I don't really know any of them that are like every time. The problem with what happens with the first Hades, the only like little critique, and this is only matters once you're just doing runs for fun. I did not feel this way when I was just playing through the game, which is you kind of know what boons are the boons you want for which weapon. And you kind of know the best boons for each weapon, where conversely with this game, I feel like most boons are good with most weapons. Like, you can play Hephaestus with any weapon. You can play Poseidon with any weapon. You can play Zeus with any. So I think the balancing is incredible. You can literally play it however you want. I think the redesign.
My favorite weapon's the I don't know the names of the weapons. I like the
It's fine.
skull.
Oh, the explodey skull things. Are
Yeah, the
really
skull's
good.
my favorite weapon.
I've used that the least, but that's because I used it a lot in early access.
I think the most broken is
Torches? I think it's
backstab dual blades.
Oh, the backstab dual blades. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the backstab. Even honestly, backstab with the dash with Hephaestus, where then you have the boon that's like, I think it's the Aphrodite Hephaestus one, where you have it where like you're weakened, but then it does the double damage for like 200 on any backstab move. Bro, I've like
and the charge
cleared
attack
out
is so
some of these
broken.
bosses. When you have that build and you go into the Prometheus fight on the third fight of like the surface run, and you've got that sick music just blaring, and you already like know the attack patterns, so you're just kind of like ballet dancing your way through it to this blaring music, feels so good.
I feel like the backstab damage is like it's way too high, and I think you can stack it. Like I think you can get the backstab like built into the blades, and then you can get the buff later on too. Just like from the hammer.
You're name dropping a lot of shit right now, by the way.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm being vague. Yeah, we'll be vague about what the how things happen.
You've name dropped two things
Yes.
already.
Yes, you have.
What did I say?
You're talking about the. I specifically said the second boss of the underworld thing, and you just said the third boss of the.
The names of the. Oh, I get it. I got you.
And you did it earlier too with another
he did it
one.
earlier. He did do it earlier. But it's
just names of bosses.
I did not mean to spoil anything. I'm sorry.
But I mean, it's fine. I do think that that just in general, I think the boons are all great. I think the design's great. I don't want to color your experience, Coast. You're gonna make your open your mind, so I actually don't really give a fuck because I know whatever I say is not gonna matter to you. I hate the ending.
Oh.
So
You
like
hate
I
the
hate the
Really?
ending. I have a really big problem with the ending, and we'll talk about it.
We might have to do a spoiler cast.
No,
for
we
this.
have to do a spoiler cast for when he hates credits. I think the ending is what kind of ruins like if the ending was any different, I think it's my game of the year for sure. But the ending specifically made it so that I can't yeah.
Did you guys ever try pausing the game versus Chronos?
Yes,
that's also super funny. Yeah. Yeah, that dialogue is good that he tells you when you pause it. I didn't hate the ending because I kind of expected that was where the story was going. And
Here, Roger, I'll DM you my specific problem.
But I feel like I figured like that was going to be the case because of how, again, speaking very vaguely, because of how like Greek myth works and characters and their relationships. I was just like, oh well, of course this is how it's going to end up resolving. But I will say, I think Hades 2 is a better game than the original Hades in every way except story. I think the story of 1 was a very self-contained kind of like family drama.
I think it's perfect.
And that was just great.
I think it's perfect. I think it's
really, really good. And I think this one just went in too many other directions with some of the other characters, and it didn't land as strongly with me.
Really?
But I still found myself loving the individual characters in this one. Like when you brought up I almost said it again, the second boss of the Underworld run. Or
no, he's there. He's there for sure.
But the third boss of the surface.
Third boss is phenomenal.
Third boss is so good.
But also everyone in the camp you meet, like Hecate is great.
Hecate's awesome.
Like Hecate is a phenomenal character. I love the fact that like she Skelly is there and he's like talking shit the way he used to, but you can
wait. Hold on. Wait. Because I just saw your DM about
that's what I hate. That's what I hate.
I disagree that she doesn't matter.
Okay, we can talk later, but we don't have to talk about it. I'm just telling you that's what I hate.
We'll save it for the spoiler cast, but I disagree on that point.
I'm being hyperbolic in that statement, but I'm just saying now what my issue is.
No, I know totally what your issue is for sure. Yeah.
But I really love.
Hold on. What's the name of the character? She always shows up, and you have to like do a challenge against her. to get the reward.
Nemesis?
Nemesis?
I don't. Is
She's
that
the
her
big-
name?
She's the big buff girl.
I think that's her.
Yeah.
If it's the big
She's
buff
right
girl with
below.
black
She's
hair.
right below Odysseus.
Yeah, that's Nemesis.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
them. That's them.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love her and Mel's the
Their
relationship.
dynamic?
Yeah, I love their
Yeah.
dynamic.
Have
Yeah,
you
I
done
would-
any of the bath dates?
I don't
Will
think
you
I've
take her on
unlocked
the bath
those.
date?
No,
You give her, like,
he's
the
not gonna
bath
get those
salt?
for a while. Those you don't get
The
those.
art
for
for those is really good.
It's
Yeah,
really good.
the art is fantastic too. And the thing, Roger, I think you and I based off our discussion, I think you and I are in exactly the same boat, which is this game is phenomenal. It's damn near as everything we wanted, and it's still not our game of the year.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But it's
which is
for me,
weird.
it's like an
That's
easy-
You have
weird.
to keep
right?
bringing up that it's your game of the year. Like you can still admire that it's a good
No,
game.
but I'm
Yeah,
saying
I
what I'm
still
saying
think
is
it's
that
easily
there's-
one of the best games this year. Like it's so good in every way. And I think the thing is too, which I brought this up, and I'm not going to regurgitate the same talking points we did on a previous episode, but like the Silk Song Hades comparison, right? Of like these
How are
two.
people comparing though? Those are not the same game at all.
No, I know, but they are both very challenging, right? They come from series where like the challenge is the fun, right?
Sure.
And to me, I feel like Hades did it the right way in the sense that like it is an easier game, right? It was always going to be an easier game because they give you the tools to make it an easier game. And if you want to min-max your way out of certain situations and like memorize the patterns, great. But to me, like the pattern memorization in Hades, and with Hades 2, obviously, where once you get into the rhythm, it's like free flowing no matter what your boon is, right? And the fun then becomes challenging it again with very little pushback on your challenge, right? There's not really like you're encouraged to go back and play it again. You're encouraged to go back and try things out with different weapons. Whereas like with Silk Song, I was just fighting for my life, bro. I wasn't
They're completely
matter
different.
of like,
This
oh,
is
it's
an
so fun.
insane topic. To just break, like they're completely different.
No,
Why are we
no, I know they're
comparing these?
completely different. I know. Of course they are. But because roguelikes, the whole thing is you have to play over and over again. But my point is that like
It's not.
Go ahead.
I'm so confused.
It's that to me, when I was playing Silk Song, I wanted to try all the different weapons, right? How you get like the Wanderer, or you have the Needle, or you have all the other stuff, and like upgrade them. But I felt like I was fighting for my life to even get to the boss where I then didn't even want to try another weapon. Like it didn't like I feel like I would have fun if I had the opportunity to try another weapon and didn't have to grind for like 4 hours to get to the point where then I can at least try. Whereas with this, I think like coming off of Silk Song into and again, I know it's a totally different type of game. I know obviously this is a roguelike, it's meant to be played again, but I think like it just felt extremely refreshing playing this one off of that because I still felt like a challenge in, again, I'm trying not to say certain bosses, but like the last thing of the second surface. You know what I mean? Like
sure. You were complaining about that. Sure. Yeah.
That thing is I was a complaint in like the private DMs where I was telling you guys like I don't know how the hell to touch this thing.
Yeah.
I am dying constantly, but I wasn't frustrated because I felt like the tools were there for me to succeed. And it was just a matter of me like choosing the wrong thing as opposed to like a mismanagement of time, if that makes sense.
Well, I think to agree with what Zeph has said in our chats, I think Hades 2 is objectively easier than Hades 1. Like it's
absolutely.
But
yeah, that's why I like
Hades
it.
is a much harder fight than Chronos ever
way
was.
harder.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
But 2 points. I think the night, like the whatever it was called in the first game, where you add difficulty to it and you tailor your difficulty, I think that is harder than anything in the first game.
Yes.
Like,
when you bring the challenge up, like the fear aspect,
fear,
I
that's
think
what
that is so good. That
the
is like
rivals-
the best way to do the difficulty because then you're still able to get to the credits, you're able to get to the story. But if you're enjoying the challenge, crank that bitch up to 11. Have all your fears with like the time where you have to beat it in every area.
Well, I'm just
in,
talking
like,
about
5
the
minutes.
actual difficulty. Like for example, the both games have an augment for Hades 1 and 2 where you can change the moveset of the bosses and say this boss is harder.
Yes.
The first boss of either run is way harder than Hades from Hades 1. Way harder immediately. But I also think, and I was talking about this on my channel, whereas I think that you can tell that is an intentional choice that the base game is easier by the devs because it is more of a plot point. Zagreus is a fuckhead who is super talented because he's the son of Hades, who's just doing this because he wants to. So that's why it's, there's a certain level. It's hard for him because he's not supposed to be doing it. He's kind of, Zag is kind of low key a fuckboy a little bit. Like, he's this super suave guy. Mel is a trained Titan killer since damn near birth. So it makes you feel as if she was literally made for this. So, like, I find that when you contrast the two games, I like that narrative choice. I just wish they cranked up the difficulty a little bit more, because I will tell you, the beginning, so the 10 runs you got to do in Hades 1, I was struggling up until the 10th completion run. The last 4 runs of Hades 2, I did in an hour. Like an hour and a half.
That was exactly how I did it. Because you get, once you learn the incantation thing,
Chronos is just way less scary.
It does feel way less scary.
Both of them are both of them are not that scary once you're that strong.
But I also feel like, don't you think, at least for me, I ended up eventually going through and doing all the runs where you could roll credits for Hades, of course, because I wanted to know the story.
Yeah.
But to me, the grind, getting there, was nowhere near as fun as it was in this one because of having 2 different runs. Like, I think when I was bored with one and I needed the right material to get the other one, I was like, well, I'll just go do an underground run, or I'll do an underworld one.
Yes,
or
that part was great. The ability,
and that is so good. Having the option of like, where the thing you need to get to the final end of the story, having it split between the 2 and doing it in whatever order you wanted, made it like not a breeze challenge wise, but like it made it that much more fun because the gameplay was diversified.
Yeah,
and I just loved it.
Whereas Zagreus, the addictive part in 1 is the difficulty. The addicting part in 2 is the variance.
Yes, the
like
variance.
You can, and also like there are certain gods that are more, that the RNG is higher when you go up than down, and vice versa.
Sure.
So
and that's when you need to utilize like the keepsakes to then make sure that you're getting more of those boons to then boost them up, or like boost your rarity, so then you're guaranteed to get the thing you want. So then by that, the second round of like your second run, you go, well, I don't need this keepsake anymore because I already kind of like gamed the system to get the boon that I needed to then build out this other stuff to make myself broken for the final fight.
Well, I mean, and we've been talking about this for a while, so we can stop. But like, the only thing is, when, not if, but when they make the 3rd one, the variance now is, okay, we have 5 weapons. Now we have 2 characters. Right? Like, that has to be that. Like,
it has to be the thing. Yeah, you have to have both.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that's not even like that's not even the thing. And like, now that's where, to me, it gets interesting, because the variance has always been like, if you take Mel's model and put Zag there and keep the weapons, he plays exactly the same.
Sure.
But now I think the gameplay challenge will be for the next game is, how do you make Mel and Zagreus feel different with the same weapons? Because they are different. So I'm really, like I said, I think the game's phenomenal. I think they really knocked it out of the park. I binged it. I'm taking a break. It'll be a game I go back to forever. Shofu, you gotta stop bonking your shit and play this game.
No.
How many runs did you end up beating it in?
What do you mean? It's the same amount. It's the same number of completion runs. No matter.
No. That's not what I mean. How many nights did it take you? Because mine was 64, I believe.
Let me. Give me like a couple seconds, and I can tell you.
And I felt like it didn't overstay its welcome at all. Like, I feel like, again, there's a lot of stuff you need to unlock to then get to the point where you're rolling credits, but it's fun the entire time. Like, there was not one point where I was bored with the game. Not once.
No, I don't. Like, no. Let me just open the game and I'll tell you, because it says it on the.
Also, because we have to say this because it's a Smash Brothers podcast.
This is in the morning fields.
The game snitched on him.
Bro, we need like Zagreus or Mel in the next Smash game. We need them. Like,
it's Zagreus.
Well, they need to be in it. Like, I want this world and these characters in Smash. And I am dying to know, because I know Sakurai played the first one and loved the first one. So like I want to know how they would utilize like the boons for a character, or like what level they would put in, or what
He would just
music
be
they would put in.
he would just be fucking
Would he
who's
just
the
have all
bitch
the
who uses
weapons like Byleth?
yeah, he would just be Byleth.
You think that's how they would do it instead of having it like a wheel where you would switch between the two?
No,
It's so
think,
complicated.
Yeah, I think he would just have the weapons. Or each weapon that he uses is assigned to one of his specials or things like that.
Or each weapon that he uses has already a pre-attached boon. Like his forward smash is a hammer that has a Festus on. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to like. Or
I was thinking it would be something like when you die, you lose a stock, you change your weapon.
Or if they wanted to go crazy with it, he would have the one weapon, and then boons that only he could pick up would drop during the match. Then that would be random.
That would be sick. Yeah. Depending on how you're fighting.
It would kind of be like
really cool.
Monados, but they'd be RNG. Which would make him
like
which would make him
wheel.
dog shit, by the way. Like, which would make him not a good character. That shit would be
But it'd be
fire.
fun. It wouldn't matter if he was a good character. I just wanted to be fun.
This shit would be fire though. Like,
yeah, of course.
42.
Could you imagine the trailer
42.
too with like Kid Icarus? Oh,
42.
The trailer would be so sick.
42.
You beat it in 42?
Yeah, 42 nights.
Oh my god! Wow.
But again, I have 122 hours in the game.
I guess.
Like, I played a shit ton of the beta. Like,
that's crazy though. Wow.
No, just kidding. You're fucking ass.
Yeah. It's,
Damn.
Trash. Shofu, this guy. Damn, got him.
What else?
Well, speaking of ass, let's talk about those Sonic sales in the UK. How about it? We can.
Damn.
Oh no.
What?
Why are you even doing this? You like the game? Like what?
This is God damn it! This is me taking revenge for you cooking me with that Bonanza thing at the end of that last argument. No, but there were people who wanted to discuss this. That Mario Kart World came in number 4 for sales. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came in number 9, and Sonic Racing Crossroads came in at 24.
Well, yeah, I don't think any sane person like thought that Sonic was gonna actually beat Mario.
No, I think it's still selling well though, right? Because the main reason I brought this up is because this has been like a whole discussion of like, I can't believe Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still outselling Sonic. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because the thing is bundled with Switch. Like, the thing is literally bundled with Switches. And it has been for a long time.
The same thing with World.
Wait, Cross? Oh, yeah, you mean with Mario Kart World.
Mario Kart
yeah,
World.
of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I mean, I was bringing it up as a troll, but realistically, I was mainly bringing it up to be like, Sonic Crossroads is selling on its own and selling very well, and that I don't really think it's a fair comparison when both of these games are tied with systems that are being sold. Because they're still doing good, right?
Yeah, people. I don't know. Like, the game's really like, I'm surprised the amount of people I'm seeing who are playing it. It's like, oh no, actually, this is like my favorite kart racer. I love the shit out of this. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I mean,
because you guys have been doing game nights.
Yeah, we did one with me and Viram, then one with me and Fidel. Actually, it was Saturday morning. Actually, that was fun. But I think it's a really good game, but I'm also biased. So
we talked about it on the show. I also think it's a really good game. I'm very much enjoying it. My main thing, I just wish they didn't wait for the Switch 2 version, because I don't want to play the Switch version, and I have it on PC, and there's just like too much other stuff where, because my Switch is right there, I'm like, I'm done with the run in Hades and I want to play something else. I know there's plenty of nights that I would have been like, if it was there and I had my Switch 2 version of it, I'd be playing it right now. But because it's not, I default to like, something else. I go explore a little bit in Silksong, or I go play Final Fantasy Tactics or something. But yeah, God, have they said when that's coming out? Because I do see myself playing it way more when that version comes out.
Not gonna lie, I haven't been following that because I knew I wasn't buying on Switch, so I haven't been paying attention to when that's coming out.
Well, you're playing on PC, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
PC, but I got that Xbox version just because fucking limited run games and their stupid ass things they have to bundle all the time, and I'm not gonna see that for another year and a half. But I got it.
Yeah, don't buy from limited run games.
Yeah, it's crazy that a company that exists because of FOMO is allowed to.
Wait,
I'm
so
still
what,
waiting for Shadow Generations, by the way. That game came out over a year ago. Still waiting.
wait, what is like the problem with limited run stuff?
So they sell collector's editions. They sell pre-orders for collector's editions for games
Okay.
that don't come out when the game come out. And now you're waiting like a year. Like the first time I did it was for Scott Pilgrim, the original, like Scott Pilgrim, when they brought Ubisoft brought it back. So I have like the full like roadie kit and all that stuff. You open it, it plays Amanagashi. What I'm not gonna say the right name. Anamanaguchi music. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, it plays Anamanaguchi music and all that stuff. Like it's a really cool bundle. That shit took over like a year and a half from when the game came out to get to me. And back then, they didn't ship you the games in advance, so I just wouldn't have had the game unless I bought it again. That shit is like it's shit. But now they ship you the game, so like I have my copy of Sonic and Shadow Generations that got shipped to me. I have my copy of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but the collection edition for Sonic and Shadow Generations still don't have it. I have the Japanese one. I can just buy it on Amazon. That came right away, so I have that one. The limited run games one didn't come out a year later. They announced they delayed it. Haven't heard shit since. And now I have to wait for Cross Worlds as well. And guess what? Scott Pilgrim EX also limited run games. I'm getting fucked again. Great.
Hey, that's tough, man.
It is.
Bro's getting
Now,
fucked.
Shofu,
Huh?
I want to give the floor to you because
What you want me to say?
I
man?
have been hearing this name, and I just kind of want you to talk about it a little bit. What the hell is Mega Bonk?
He bonking his
Explain
shit.
what this game is. Talk about it because
I'm bonking my shit
literally
right
for the
now.
last week, you've been nonstop talking about this game, and I never hear you talk about stuff like this. So I want to know, what is this game like? Why do you love it so much?
It's 3D Vampire Survivors, but it being 3D adds elements like movement, depth, and there's a bunch of extra shit in there. It's just a fun game, bro.
Talk about it. Tell me on it. I want to know.
It's a roguelike. I mean, it's 3D Vampire Survivors, dog.
Just 3D Vampire
That's what it
Survivors.
is.
Yeah, it's literally that's like that's the end of the pitch, Roger.
But because it's 3D again, you can move around a lot, and that's it. It's a fun game, bro. It's a roguelike,
All right.
and it's fun. It's $10, cheap. That's it.
Oh yeah, did we mention that Mina got delayed?
That's right. Mina the Hollower, the new Yacht Club Games
yeah.
game with the little mouse that was going to come out on Halloween, has been delayed. I believe to 2026, right?
They didn't say.
They haven't said.
They actually no. They said it's still going to be this year, but they haven't said when
Oh.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
They just wanted to polish it up and stuff.
Say another like indie roguelike is made by like 10 people is Shape of Dreams. If you like MOBAs or like top down like ARPG games, that one's really good. I've been enjoying that a lot.
That reminds me, Kos, you said you were playing Absalon. You don't like it?
Oh yes, sir. Me and Mike have been playing Absalom. That game is actually incredibly fun as a beat 'em up.
Yep.
But I don't think it translates well as a roguelike.
Really? Talk to me.
Yeah.
I've done 2 runs.
So you know how like the I guess Hades is really the only fair comparison I can make because it's like the one that's came out this year. But you know how like you can get so much progression during a run where you can just like in Hades you're constantly unlocking shit.
Sure.
After each location, in Absalom, the levels are a little bit longer just because the beat 'em up gameplay is a little bit like slower compared to Hades gameplay.
Yeah.
And you're not really unlocking stuff through each screen. Like each screen in Hades, you're unlocking something. In Absalom, you're not. Like you're just sometimes clearing screens.
I noticed
and when you do clear some things, the unlock that you get isn't always the greatest. So, it's a great beat 'em up. Like the characters and their kits and the attacks that they can do, absolutely phenomenal. I love it as a beat 'em up. But as a roguelite, it could use a little bit more work, but it's still really fun.
It's really
I
fun.
really
I've
recommend
played
it.
2 runs and I really liked it so far.
Yeah.
Especially multiplayer. The multiplayer works, which is crazy to me.
The like the post run stuff that you can do, like to upgrading your character and all of that, that is done really well. But
yeah, I liked that. I already
Yeah.
started doing that a little bit. I think I mean, Coach, you and I, we know what beat 'em up is gonna be the best beat 'em up this year.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I'm still waiting for that one to drop.
You
I
know
need
what
that
I'm
one to
saying?
drop,
That shit
man.
gonna be
Is
crazy.
that the
That'd be
Marvel
my
one?
game of the year.
Yeah, the Marvel
When
one's
when
gonna
does
be
that Marvel
crazy.
one come out?
They haven't dropped a date yet, but it should be this year still.
I get the feeling they're gonna shadow drop it.
I do too. Probably, dude. They're gonna shadow drop it when we're in Japan.
Yeah, if they do, Coast, I want you and I to just look at each other and we could just
Bro,
shed
we're
a
gonna be
single tear.
Tokyo
Switches, literally just
Skytree.
play them.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be Tokyo Skytree is gonna drop. We're gonna be like, all right, guys, we'll be right back.
We
We
gotta
gotta
go.
go back to
We gotta go
Airbnb
find
and play.
Yeah, we gotta go find internet right now.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be but I'm excited for that. But yeah, I mean, it's the voice acting is really good too. I really like the voice acting in that.
Yeah.
It's really good. I don't know, man. Like if that's the thing too about roguelikes, is that like it's there's the saturation hasn't hit yet, so a lot of the ones that are coming out are still really high quality.
I don't
It's
even
like,
care. I'll play them all. Fuck it. They fire.
True,
Fuck,
that's true.
yo,
Roguelikes are
tune in.
bro. You can play them forever. They're cheap as hell. What the fuck is there
true.
not to like, bro?
That's
I
true.
can buy Megabunk Silk Song and what's that other game that costs $30? And Hades for $60, bro. What are we talking about?
Wait, okay, hear me out though. Or you could pay $70 and play Ghost of Yotai.
Fuck that!
Have you been playing that?
Or
I've
he
been
could
playing-
spend
I've been
no
playing-
money
I've
and
been
keep playing
playing-
Megabonk.
I've been playing it. It is phenomenal.
You're liking it?
I mean, I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's really good. I'm not as into Yote yet. Like, I haven't put the time in just because I've been super busy with like life. But I think it's really good. And from what I've played, it's just if you like Ghost of Tsushima, and there's a lot of people that do because that game did really fucking well. It's better. Even already, I can tell. Like, it's just better. Gameplay is better. It's gorgeous. Erika Ishii did a great job. Like from everything I can see.
That's my goat.
The goat, the actual goat. My also my goat. Like, so as the
Erica was in Cyberpunk too, right?
I don't think so.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
no?
I know
Robbie Damon's in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Robbie Damon's in Cyberpunk, but also what's his name? British guy who is in that one movie with The Rock.
Idris Elba?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he was in the DLC. He did really well in that DLC.
I love him in that DLC. That DLC
Yeah.
is good.
Very good DLC.
What's funny is that like we're in 2025 and now finally I can be like, hey, if you haven't played Cyberpunk, you probably should. It's good.
But the thing is, now is the best time to play it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Switch 2 version's good.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
and
fun?
it's physical.
Man,
It's actually
yeah,
on the
I've
card.
heard the
It's
Switch
not
2
something
version's
like-
good. I've
Knock
heard
that
the
shit
Yeah,
up,
Switch 2
bro.
version's
Ain't
good.
nobody
and
playing
it's,
it on
and
that
it's got
damn
the
shit.
DLC.
That's fact. Now that's a different thing, and you're right. Ain't nobody playing
Ain't
that
nobody
shit.
playing no goddamn Cyberpunk on no damn Switch 2, bro.
A lot of people are because it's physical. It's built in actual cartridge.
He's fucking lying.
No. The Cyberpunk Switch 2 version, when the Switch 2 came out, that was the best-selling game on that, other than Mario
Yeah,
Kart.
I was gonna say
I need to
selling
see
pretty
some
well.
numbers, bro. Where they at?
I can get you
I
there.
mean, literally,
Let
it's
me
the
see some,
eShop.
man.
You can go on the eShop. It was like the number 3 game on there after Mario Kart World. And
I gotta see how many people are playing Cyberpunk on their Switch, bro. I
I'll
gotta
type it in.
see it.
Let me look right now. Cyberpunk. While we're doing that, real quick, just because this news just dropped, and I think you guys have seen it before I've seen it. What's going on with TCG Pocket? They just announced an update.
I
Yes.
haven't launched
So
that game in fucking months.
now you can give like 1 diamond to 4 diamond rarity cards to friends. You don't have to trade, you just give them. That's like 1 each day. You can still trade them at that rarity. You can also trade 1 star, 2 star, and finally shiny 1 and 2 stars can also be traded soon.
They're trying to get people back on the game.
Yeah, and also it just makes it easier to actually trade something. So like you get a bunch of like a 2-star rarity thing that you don't need anymore. You can actually trade it to someone else.
Hey,
So, like,
hold
a
on, I think I'm
different
about
one.
to beat. Holy shit, I might beat this run finally. I think I have
Let's
a good
go.
setup.
Let's go.
Dude,
All
I
right,
have
all
what do I have?
Are
Hold
you
on.
streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming it.
Okay.
I have the thing where I get life steal where every hit I gain 1 health. And then I have the thing where if I'm above 80% health, I deal double damage.
Now I will say, Roger, you have to understand one thing about my specific experience, which is I don't know how much of the I'm assuming you played none of the alpha of Hades 2.
No, I wanted to go into this blind. Yeah, I wanted to see the final version.
So I
Yeah.
did. the gameplay is pretty much almost identical, except what they stopped at. They didn't allow you. They allowed you to play up until the end of, I believe, the Underworld run, and
Okay.
allowed you to fight the boss. Like, they allowed you to complete both runs. However, they would just teleport you and say you got, basically they would do like a Hermes would do like a little thing and fade to black.
There's no mirror, basically.
Hold on, relax.
No, but I'm
no,
I'm not
relax.
saying what anything is.
Relax.
I'm just saying.
Relax. I'm saying
Fuck, I'm
that
joking.
there is no in either scenario, the game would not allow you to progress the plot past your first run. So
I
the
see,
first
I see.
time I saw what happens when you beat the Underworld run was when I beat it in real time. And it was
Oh,
crazy. like that was fire. Because I did not expect that at all.
what did you expect? I'm curious. Well, I guess. Well, that's spoilers. Maybe.
Yes,
we
yes,
shouldn't.
yes.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Yes.
We shouldn't. We
We
shouldn't.
know you're very averse to understanding those, Roger, but yes, those are indeed
I'm trying
spoilers.
my best.
Well, Roger, this matters because these are spoilers about games that we care about. So
That shit
we
is
are-
still such a bullshit take, but all
It's
right.
not.
Yeah, no,
That's
yes,
not.
it is.
That's not though. That's true. And to be fair, I care about Sonic too. I just thought the thing with Sonic or like with spoiling like a Mario game or something. If somebody says, "Oh, the final boss of a Zelda game is Ganon," beforehand, I'm like, "Well, of course it is." Like, you know what I mean? Or like the final boss of a Mario game is Bowser. It's like, yeah, well, of course it is. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't seem like a spoiler.
Yes, that's not what you said.
No, but okay. But what I said was, I don't know why we keep going back to this. What I said was,
No,
Shadow
Coach,
will be
no,
at the
he
end of the
falls.
Sonic
He
movie.
didn't see,
That
he didn't
makes
see
sense.
the big circle on the right. No,
I know. I'm like, I was like, I don't know if I go in the circle or go outside of it.
you
but
go in the circle.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw that. So
Yeah, Coach got mixed from the face too.
yeah,
No.
I played 14 before. Why didn't I do it?
Why didn't he do it?
You know, we have played before.
What?
All of my game shows on the show. I think we do a quick one
That's
really
right.
quick because Shofu requested
You
it
got a
today.
game show. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Shofu, does that mean
boy.
you're competing?
While you set that up real quick.
Sure,
Ready?
man. I mean, if nobody else wants
Let's do it. Is this a 2v2? Is this a
No, this is
1v1?
just a one-person game.
Oh yeah,
shit,
Shofu, it's all yours, man. Take it.
All right.
Also, while Coach does that, no one else I don't think has done it. I've done all of the Monster Hunter Cross FF14 content by this point.
No,
I've done it all.
I've done most of it, not all of it.
Isn't
For
Omega
both-
like
for
ridiculously
both,
strong?
no, for both games. I'm talking about for
Yeah,
both games.
yeah, I'm talking about.
Oh, for
Okay.
both games. Okay.
Yes.
And it should be up.
They're both great,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, they're both
They're both
very
great.
good.
What did you prefer? Did you prefer the one in Final Fantasy 14 or the one in Monster Hunter?
I think they're both really good. So
They're both good. I still think Monster Hunter kind of cooked them a bit, but they're both good.
Yeah. Well, no, I disagree because I think the Savage is really good. Have you done Savage?
No, we're still trying to get people.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try again this week
Do
and
the
see, but like
Very good.
Omega and Wilds is very, very good.
Yes, Omega
What are the,
Wilds is phenomenal.
How far do you have to be in the story for 14 to get to the Monster Hunter? stuff?
You have to beat Endwalker.
Oh, great.
Or not Endwalker, you have to beat Dawn Trail.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dawn
I've
Trail.
done that too. That's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I don't know if you have to hit any patches, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
why I was
think
asking.
so.
What is
I
this
can-
stuff
I
on
can
the
tell you.
side, bro?
Talking about
Child support tax deduction.
Wait, what?
Ricky?
talking about.
Certain game leaks.
So,
So
we know what that's
Certain
about.
game
Things I hate about Bleach by Roger. Court dates by
Wait,
Fidel.
what? No, wait. I've been enjoying it so far.
So what do you hate
What do
about
you
Bleach,
mean?
bro?
what do you hate about Bleach?
I don't.
No,
Okay,
no,
I did-
Roger. There is one thing you hate about Bleach. There has to be.
Okay, well, what I okay, I
They,
didn't.
bro,
no,
Coast
Are we
fucking
doing this
cuts
right
her
now?
ass.
Are we really doing
When
this right now?
no,
I'll
you
do
know
it.
why? You know why? Because when I tuned into Roger's stream one time and he was watching Bleach, the moment I opened it up, when he was reading through the Soul Society stuff, the moment I opened it up, he had the most confused look on his face, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, but that's okay.
That shit is confusing.
Can
man.
I wait? May I spoil Bleach?
Yeah,
I've never seen any of that. Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't plan to.
Okay, chill out. The series is literally the anime just ending. Don't spoil the end of it. You can
The
spoil
anime
something
just
early on.
ended? It's not. No one's kidding.
This is
Oh,
insane.
No. I
It's
said
a
the anime
series.
is ending.
It's a new
I didn't say
series.
it just ended. There's a new
If you-
series
if-
doing the final arc.
Roger
Yeah.
just prefaced it. People can mute now if they don't want to hear it.
No, but
So
I
just say it,
also I
Roger.
am not even remotely close to the end of the anime though. I just
Okay,
finished Soul
yeah.
Society. Is what I'm saying.
And I think that's fine. If you're back there, yes, I'm saying don't do anything.
Yeah, I'm like I am not even close to the end of it. I'm not even remotely. I'm about to enter the second arc of the whole series. What I was gonna say is that for anyone who's familiar with the series, I thought Ukitake was trash. I don't like him. And what I didn't like was that, for again, spoilers for the first arc of Bleach. When you get the backstory with Cayenne and with Rukia, and where Rukia, killed her mentor because he was taken over and he was like hollowified, and Ukitake was there. What I didn't like as I was reading through it was like, why didn't Ukitake go tell the Shiba family that Rukia did this because Cayenne got hollowified? And instead, Ganju like pulls up in Rukia's cell and is like, what the heck? You killed my brother. I hate you so much. And clearly didn't know any of this. But then you find out at the end of Soul Society that Ukitake went and told them that he told them this. And so poor Ganju didn't know any of this was going on. And so I felt bad.
Just keep reading, man.
He's watching.
I mean, I like the rest of it. I like so far. It's all been good.
Just keep reading, man. You'll
Is that
get
crazy
like
that I've never
to a
seen
point
Bleach?
somewhere.
Is that crazy?
No.
Nah,
No,
that's
because
fine.
I watched Naruto back then instead of Bleach, so I need to go back and watch.
Dude,
it.
I'm
watching
rewatching Naruto right now. That shit is peak.
But I'm reading. The reason I'm reading Bleach is because I tried doing like anime watch throughs for it, but I feel like the pacing is just slightly too slow for it being an action-heavy series. Whereas when you're reading it and you're seeing Kubo's art on the page and you're flying through the chapters, like in just a couple minutes, it's awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of reading, ladies
Yes,
and
go
gentlemen,
ahead.
welcome back to another Japan Time podcast game
Do I have to get the
show.
music up? Fuck.
Sure, if you want to.
Wait, no.
It's
no,
your
don't,
host,
don't,
We'll
Coastword.
edit and post. We'll edit and post.
Yeah,
No,
edit it.
just don't. Actually,
So
don't.
who's
Edit and
playing?
post.
Who's playing?
Bro.
Edit that royalty-free music.
Who's playing?
Shofu's
They
playing.
said I
Shofu's
was
playing.
playing.
Okay, Shofu's playing. All right. Well, Shofu, today we are playing good old-fashioned guess the cast member. You already know how it
Ooh,
works.
excellent.
You gotta hit 12 points. Now the theme for today is favorite films. You got a
Okay.
letterbox, Shofu? You know your movies?
Not really. Actually, I'm not a
All
movie
right.
watcher.
All right, well, we're gonna get into this. All right, first one up. You know how it works. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, I know this.
Zero.
I actually know this.
You're gonna go with Virum?
I'm going with Viram.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right, let's see the next two. I said let's see the next two. John Wick
Okay, I don't know where
and
the
Pacific Rim. Bro, you sniped it. It is.
Bro,
Virum.
Oh,
it is Viram.
shit!
Yeah, it
You
is Viram. I knew this.
sniped
I knew this was
it.
He
Viram.
does
boy.
love Pacific Rim.
God,
Viram has
damn,
said
all right.
multiple times that this is his favorite movie.
You got 3 movies right off
I
the
said
bat.
that shit right
Or
away,
you got
too,
3
bruh.
points. Okay, let's
Let's
keep
go.
it going,
Boy, love
man. Maybe you
art.
do know your movies.
That boy
This
Viram
one-
love art.
I'm ramping up the difficulty immediately. Or maybe I'm not. We'll see. Movies is gay.
Nobody said that, bro.
I have proof.
Damn.
Zeph?
You are correct. You are correct. Congratulations, you got 6 points already, man. You are
I must have just
on a-
copy pasted the answer for it to be like typed that
Yeah,
way.
you did. I think you did. Yeah.
That's why I wasn't sure, bro.
All right, next up, Citizen Kane.
Who the fuck is Citizen? What the fuck is this? I have
This is an
no.
all-time.
This is a good movie.
This
I
got
know
this
it,
got to
bro.
be some Roger shit, bro. Let me see the
No,
next
actually,
one.
I think I know who it is.
Let me see the next one, man.
Tokyo Story.
What the fuck is that, bruh?
This is a 1954 Japanese film.
Are there random people in here? You
I
didn't-
mean, there always is. There are always random people.
You didn't specify this time, so I wasn't sure. So there are
Oh, okay.
there are random inclusions in here.
There are random inclusions. yes.
Okay,
There is
okay.
a theme. I will tell you the theme when the first person shows
It's
up.
supposed to be like the Prime Minister of Japan.
Bro, let me see the next one.
La Strada.
Okay, so this is obviously an old ass man. So let's see.
Mm, Roger's
Uh,
right there, man.
Token Black.
Brother,
Roger
what? Are
is
you
old.
serious?
Roger is old
You
as
said
shit.
Roger's right there. when
Roger
he
is
said
old as
man?
fuck. Have you seen how old Roger is? Roger
Damn!
Bro, you could
Come
show
on,
these
man.
3 films to someone and
We're the
people
same
would think
age.
it's
Joe and I
Roger.
are literally the same age.
No, we're not, bro. You old
Yes,
as a
we are.
you old as
You're literally my age.
cap.
Ricky's
Bro,
my
Alright.
age, and you're my age.
I'm not your
What's the
age.
guess?
Maybe you're
Yeah.
1 year younger.
Bro, I look
Ricky
at
is my
Roger's
age.
birth certificate and I'm just like, what?
God damn it!
That shit.
Damn!
Old as fuck.
That shit was made with the first batch of ink they created back then. Man.
That boy birth certificate with
man.
a fucking ink quill, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh, let me live.
Oldest.
All right,
You've been living for a while.
Let's go with Larry David.
Oh,
very close.
That's an old ass man.
It's actually Hideo Kojima. It's actually Hideo Kojima.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that shit?
So the theme will be game
Lestrada?
developers. Okay.
I was kind of
Okay,
close.
okay.
Kojima really has said that Lestrada is one of his favorite.
Yeah,
movies?
he's got old head movies. He likes Lestrada. He likes Tokyo Story.
He does.
It was like a lot of 60s and 50s films.
Definitely hasn't seen any of them.
I believe that.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh fuck. Let me see the next one.
Inception.
Man, that's a good movie right there.
That's a good ass movie.
Let me see the last one.
Digimon Adventure.
Oh, now we got something.
I know who this is.
Bro, they played Smash Mouth in this bitch.
Is this goddamn? Is Mike an inclusion? I don't know if this.
Mike is an inclusion.
Shit, I'm gonna go with McDarrett. No, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Mike.
Mike, final answer?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It is actually War Chant.
War Chant.
I was pretty certain.
As soon as I saw Digimon, I thought it was War Chant.
I don't know nothing about no damn Digimon or War Chant.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh,
I know
now
who
that,
this is.
nah, I fuck with that joint right there.
I know who this is.
Is this goddamn? Let me see the next one.
Reservoir Dogs.
What the fuck? I don't know what that is. Coast? I'm picking you, man.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the last one. Sound of Metal. It was me.
Let's fucking go,
Yeah.
bruh. Come
Let's
on,
go.
man.
You had 8 points right now, man.
Trevor really smoking Ricky right
He
now.
knows his movies, man. He knows his movies.
I really don't, though. That's the thing. I don't know
Or
my
you
movies
us.
at all.
Right. Like what's this movie?
The Thing?
Yo, this movie's fire.
What the fuck is this?
That movie's fire.
I've never seen
It's a
that
good
one.
movie.
I don't know who that is.
Kurt Russell, right?
I don't know. Let me see the next one.
Interstellar.
Fuck, bro. Let me see the last one.
You've heard of that movie, right?
Dead or Alive.
What the fuck? Like the game?
Yeah,
No, I don't
they
think
made a
I don't,
movie
I
though.
don't think this is based on the game.
Is it? Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, no, it's
I
not.
think this is
remember
older than the game.
Damn. I don't know who this is, man. Where my lifelines at?
You can ask another cast member.
Roger, who is this, man?
I'm doing a Hades run. I don't even know what the question is.
Motherfucker.
I'll let you ask someone else.
So the good thing about Hades is, right, you can press pause on that motherfucker, bro.
I couldn't, and Kronos is gonna yell at me, man. I can't do that. No. All right. What's the question? All right. The Thing, Interstellar, Dead or Alive? I'm trying to think. Well, it's not me. Interstellar would be close on my list, but it's not me.
This gonna be another game developer.
It's probably a game developer.
Maybe. I don't think it is.
This
though.
reeks of some artsy.
I don't know, man. Actually, okay. I'm gonna say David Hayter.
David
Voice
Hayter's
of
not a game
Sound.
developer.
He's not a game developer, but you have Kojima on here, and he likes movies and writes for movies. And I feel like maybe you were on like a Metal
He
Gear.
specifically
Kid.
said the
I
random
said-
people are
I
game
said
developers.
Oh,
This is Miyamoto.
Miyamoto
Okay,
doesn't
locking in Miyamoto?
The Thing and
No,
Interstellar.
wait. If it's game developers, wait. If it's game developers,
Oh, I think I know who it is.
I think
Toby Fox.
it is.
Are you locking
No,
in Toby
I think it's-
Fox?
I think it's Inafune.
I think it's God Howard.
I'm locking in
I
Toby
need to just
Fox.
know what Shofu's. Okay, you're locking in Toby Fox. It's
Toby
actually Yoko Taro.
There
Who
you
the
go. Okay.
fuck is that, bro?
That's the guy who makes
Nier.
yeah.
Who the fuck is
All
that, bro?
Next up,
Right here?
Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
Fucking nerd.
Man, go to the next one. I don't know who the hell that is.
Mortal Kombat.
The old Mortal Kombat, the new one, right?
Yeah, this is the old one.
Next one.
Mortal Kombat
Bro,
Annihilation.
who likes Mortal Kombat this much, bruh?
You what? Shofu.
What?
You know who?
No,
You
I
know exactly who.
No, the fuck I don't.
Yes, you do, bro. You're gonna feel dumb when I tell you. You know who this is.
I literally don't.
Okay, the category of random person is who?
Huh?
The category of random. Who are the random people? What do they all have in
Game
common?
developers. You think it's Ed Boon?
Yes.
What the fuck? What the fuck that got to do with Star Wars?
If your favorite movie is Mortal Kombat Annihilation and you're not Ed Boon, you are smoking crack.
What the fuck that got to do with the price of rice in China?
Oh, man.
What's that got to do with the wall?
Okay,
What's your guess, man?
I don't, bro. I have nothing for this.
Five.
Ed Boon. We're going with Ed Boon. Fuck it.
All right, fucking finally, goddamn! I'm not
Jesus
giving you. I'm not
Christ.
giving you a point for this one because you fucking got helped so much. We're just gonna move on. All right, next
Bro,
one.
I don't give. I don't even.
Shoot it away.
Next.
Bad Boys 2.
What a crazy.
I'm picking Ricky,
What a-
man. I'm picking
what a-
Ricky.
Ricky, final answer?
Yeah.
Well, you stupid as hell because Sonic the Hedgehog gets McNareth.
No.
Favorite movie, Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, I had it on my I had it on my iPad when I was younger, and I just watched it over and over again. Still like it. Watched the new ones recently. Good. Well, you know they're bad boys.
I actually
still
the new
like
one
'em.
was kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
I like
Howl's Moving Castle.
Roger. Picking Roger right now.
Jesus Christ.
Final answer?
What?
Yep.
Inception.
I don't know. I was just.
Departures. It is Roger.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
You got 11. You got
Yeah, you
11
were right, you
points,
were
bro.
right, you were right.
You need
You
one more
fucked
point.
up.
You
You're
get the
sm-
lead.
you're
You're
smoking.
smurfing, man.
You're
All right.
good, man.
Super bad.
That's me for sure, for sure.
That's right, because that's literally the only movie you put down. So we're just gonna.
That's funny.
He literally. I asked for 3 separate answers. Shofu put super bad, and then the next one he put and left it blank. That's it. All right,
Probably
next
name
up.
a couple more.
Scott Pilgrim.
Emperor's New Groove is a good one. I fuck with that one. Heavy.
Ooh, okay.
What's your third? Superman, Emperor's New Groove.
I don't know what I would put third.
A goofy movie.
Fuck no.
Damn. Fuck no. Fuck no. It's crazy.
In my top 3, no. What? No. I'd have to think on the third one. I don't know yet. Let's
well, you got Scott Pilgrim here.
Scott Pilgrim, huh? Let me see the next one, Cat.
Arrival.
Who the fuck? What the fuck
That's
is
actually
this?
that's a good. That's a good
Why is
movie.
Forrest Whitaker angry as fuck? Like, bro,
Bro, Forrest looks pissed.
pissed.
Let's see the last
Livid
one.
even.
Wally.
This gotta be Mike, bruh.
You locking in Mike?
Sure.
It is indeed.
Oh my
Oh my-
goodness
yo, he's
gracious,
smurfing.
bruh.
He's
Oh
smurfing.
my goodness gracious,
He's going.
bruh.
Ooh,
Killing it,
he's
man.
smurfing.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Damn, sad as hell.
Let me see the next one.
The Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
What the fuck? Let me see the last one, man.
The Little Mermaid.
I don't think I got nothing for this one.
Oh, I know who this is.
This has to be
Think about it.
Todd Howard.
You know it. Bro, it's a
Locking
cast
in Todd
member.
Howard?
What are you doing?
It's a cast member.
It's for
Yes.
sure a cast member. I know exactly who this is.
I think I know who it is now.
I'm
too.
going
That
with Todd
Roger
Howard.
that.
Fuck what they're talking about.
Going with Aru, man.
It's Aru.
Yeah.
yeah, come on.
Bro, I didn't even remember she was a fucking cast member. I ain't spoke to Arwen in 3 years, bruh. I wasn't thinking about Aru at
That's
all.
fair. That's fair. Now that's
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Goodfellas.
What the fuck?
Classic.
Orange Peanut,
That's
thanks for the
classic.
sub, by the way.
Classic.
I don't. Let's go to the next one.
The Dark Knight.
Classic.
She said she won a Mr. Beast contest. Tell her let me hold $1 real quick.
Hey, where's my Secret Santa gift, bro?
She's buying us dinner, right? In Japan, right?
Yeah, she is. She is.
Okay.
Let me see the last one. I have nothing.
Raining Day.
Okay, this got to be an old ass man. This is for sure an old ass man.
Training Day's not that old, man.
Nigga, Training Day's not that old. Look at Denzel on the cover of Training Day, nigga. You telling me
old.
Nigga, he at least 40 years older than he is in that picture, bro. Right now. You got me fucked up, nigga. Yo, somebody check when Training Day came out, bro.
I think it was 96.
This motherfucker said no shit.
Dark Knight definitely not that old either.
See,
No,
2001.
it's 2001.
2001. You see?
Nigga, that's 24 years ago. That's a
Not that
grip. What?
That's about a 30-year life.
Nigga, that's a grip of time. What are you talking about?
I never heard the expression "the grip of time."
What does that mean?
I mean,
It means a
you
lot of
understood what he
time.
meant.
What the fuck else would it mean? What are you talking about?
I just haven't heard it
You don't
before.
got context clues,
I've never heard
man?
that. I learned new slang. A grip of time.
A large amount of time.
A grip.
A grip.
What does that come from though? Like, what is the?
You've never heard of a
explanation
grip?
behind No. A grip of time? Like, what is it?
Who are you picking here, brother?
I don't
I want
fucking
to
know.
know
I'm
the
gonna pick.
context of this.
Let's see. Who's an old ass man I could attribute this to? Ricky Cocaine, perhaps?
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Ricky, old ass man.
You were right with it being an old ass man. It was Ricky
Oh,
Cocaine.
fuck.
Yo, you're smurfing,
That's
bro.
Bro, I'm actually going stupid right now.
All right, last
Actually,
one.
real
last
quick,
one.
Can I educate the people real quick? Because
No, I don't give a fuck.
Wait,
The
wait, no,
Lion
it's about
King.
grip. It's
I
about
don't give a
grip.
fuck.
It's about grip.
What?
What the fuck?
So it
Just
says
keep going.
grip
Just keep going.
is
Just keep going.
slang.
Just keep going. Just keep
Wait,
going.
wait,
Just
no,
keep going.
grip
Just keep
is
going. Just
slang
keep going.
that refers
Go
to
for
a
it, The
large
Lion
amount
King.
of
Who do you
something,
think?
a long period of time, a weapon, or the ability to hold multiple items in one hand. So you can use it in the sense of like, yeah, a grip of time or a grip of money, or you could say it's been a grip since I saw you.
That's what
But then it
that's
also can mean like that you're dual wielding, that like you have two
Yo,
weapons.
This
Yo,
is
Tino,
hilarious.
remember when Roger said he's not that old?
Yeah, I remember that.
I wanted to
Also,
learn though.
did I not
wanted to know
respond to
what
this?
it meant.
I don't think
You
I
don't want
responded.
to know like linguistics?
Shofu, Lion King. What do you think?
I definitely didn't respond.
Tito. That's what I think.
Final answer?
What?
Tito's your favorite movie's The Lion King, nigga. Let me see the next one just because, though.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, shit, it is Tito. He loves The Lion King.
Bro, you love the Lion King?
Yeah, bro.
I watched it.
Yeah,
I joined Discord the other day. He was saying,
I'm
just
always
like
told that
that.
nigga Shofu Hakuna Matata whenever we playing Smite.
See?
I'm always doing
I
that.
told, let me see the next one, bro.
I'm God I am.
It's gonna be Lion King 2.
Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Oh shit, I'm a weeb. I love Dragon Ball.
I don't know who this is.
Think really hard on this
I
one.
said, oh, Fidel?
That's your final answer?
Gotta be.
It is Fidel.
You got
Yeah.
it. Nice.
Yeah, I definitely didn't answer.
You did well.
I only got it because you said think really hard on this one.
That's fine. All right. Your prize. What do you think your prize is going to be this week?
Let's say, what about like a pudding cup?
Ooh, you're in the right realm, but not exactly.
Right
on-
realm.
He's in the right realm, just not exactly on the mark. It's a hamburger cheese sandwich.
That's way better.
Very
That's way better than a
nice.
pudding cup. That looks like a Five Guys burger.
No, that's a ham
Why
and
is
cheese
that slice
sandwich,
of
bro.
tomato so fucking thick?
That shit is thick as fuck.
You know what that reminds me of? Remember that they put a whole bell pepper on your shit at
Bro,
Nintendo
they
World?
did,
burger.
bro.
Oh, I remember that.
That
I
shit
liked
was-
that. The Luigi burger with
They
the
put a
green
whole
pepper.
bell
Bro,
pepper on your
bro, that shit had
Like cum
that shit
burger?
had a slab of bell pepper on it, bro.
Yeah.
shit. Had a
I
thick
liked
cut
it.
steak of bell pepper on
A
your
bell
shit,
pepper
bro.
steak for sure. That shit had a slab of bell pepper, man.
That shit was like crazy.
Shit was busting out the burger.
All right, bro.
Well, I'm gonna have a
What?
grip of
Nah,
the
nah,
monkey
nah,
eye
nah,
tonight.
nah.
Definitely back up on that one. I'm glad you thought twice about that one.
What the?
What?
He
I just
tried.
want to say thanks once again, everybody, for listening to this episode of the Japan Time Podcast. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully that Kirby Air Riders Direct happens, because I don't know. We've been saying that for like 2 of these now, and it still hasn't happened. So I don't know what's going on, but we're expecting that second Kirby Air Riders Direct. Of course, the main topic of conversation is going to be Pokemon Legends ZA. That comes out this Thursday. We're all going to be playing it, and I'm sure we'll have lots. Well, most of us are going to be playing it. You're not going to be playing Pokemon?
Nope.
I don't know you as a human being though. I really thought you'd be playing Pokemon.
Yeah,
That's
sorry, I'm
crazy.
not getting the games for free, and you're not paying 120 bucks for them. My bad.
I'd still be buying Pokemon. What do you mean?
Okay, cool, man.
Same, because I
Whatever.
am also buying Pokemon.
Right. So we'll be playing Pokemon and talking about it on the next episode of the show, which again is going to be in 2 weeks. And it's important to note the next episode of the show is going to be our last episode of the show
Forever.
before our visit to
Forever.
Japan.
No, forever.
Forever.
Or forever. It could be forever too. So make sure to
Oh,
tune
No,
in.
it's not a could. It will.
I'm just gonna. All right. Good night.
He just gave up.
He gave up, bro. This show fucking sucks.
He just fucking gave up.
He actually gave up halfway, bro. That was
Oh,
fucking
man.
sick. I'm gonna go back to bonking my shit.
That's crazy.
Shout out Megabonk, bro.
I'm bonking my shit right now.
It's uploaded.